good evening, everybody, and welcome back to League Wide Wednesdays. Thank you for coming through. Mm, Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys coming through. As always, you know what I'm gonna ask, you know what I'm gonna say. Do me a favor, hit that like button for me. Hit the like button, guys. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Let's let everybody else know we are live. Oh my gosh. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you. What was I gonna say? Listen, guys. As always, it is League Wide Wednesday, so we're gonna go ahead and have fun like we always do, and nothing ever goes right. So there you go. Because we don't know what to expect. You never know what to expect. As far as Color, I sent it to him. I'm waiting for him to come through, guys. So I'm sure he'll be here in a little bit. He's finishing up something, so he'll get over here. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're definitely gonna go ahead and get started. My goodness, how are you guys doing? How are y'all doing? Let's see here. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Yeah, I couldn't be there this morning. I had some stuff to take care of, so but I appreciate you guys for coming through. Definitely much appreciated with that. Um, what was I gonna say? Give me 1 second, guys. Let me. I'm about to make a. I'm about to make a live show here real quick. But ladies and gentlemen, just to talk, obviously about what we had was last year or last week was the Pro Bowl, obviously. And then this week is Super Bowl week. A bunch of crap is happening in Super Bowl week, so we're definitely gonna talk about that. But for the most part, just saying hello skis and enjoying what's going on here. Give me one quick second, guys, while I as my partner is literally live somewhere else. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him. Cause we gotta have fun, you know what I mean, guys? We gotta have fun. What's up, Kenna? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Listen, we're gonna have to continue to have fun. Anyways, League Wide Wednesday, guys. You already know every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. This is possibly the last week. Well, it is the last week of the regular season for League Wide Wednesday. We're gonna be doing something else for the off season. Color and I are working on something, so it should be a lot of fun. But at least I want to go ahead and let you guys know because obviously we can't really preview stuff and react to it when it comes to games because there'll no longer be games. But a few things are coming up that's not NFL related, but UFL related. So we're definitely going to talk about a little bit more about that. So I'll keep you guys in touch. But guys, as always, you can go ahead and um, public service announcement. Let's be clean, Be kind to each other. Reply back to all you guys, and then but definitely debate. I love debating. I appreciate debating, and I wanted to go ahead and want to go ahead and what do you call it? Um, Debate each other, but be kind to each other as well. Also, too regularly, throughout the regular season, which is this week. You can find me at Phins Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm gonna have something else cooking up, but give me a second. What's up, gentlemen? I'm actually live, yeah, right now. So it's, but no, we're having fun. I wanted to say you guys are first of all, you guys are awesome, all of you guys. Second, you guys are hilarious. I've been laughing so hard listening to you guys talk about this. It's like honestly a telenovela. Oh my God, this guy said this. Can you believe that? It's like I can't. I don't know who said what where, but just listening to you guys go back and forth about it, it is hilarious to me. So I did want to say though that as far as players or people that are in alignment like that, they all go through that, they all get talked about. It's literally the tabloids. I mean, they literally say any news is good news because it's still entertainment and it's still publicity, and all this stuff, whether it's Tua or whomever it is, it's still publicity. It still gets their brand out. And from what I see, I don't know if you guys know this, but Tua has filed a petition to trademark his name so that way he could start selling some merch. I don't know if you guys know that or not. So yeah, even that is something that I didn't even know until I was looking some stuff up. But at the end of the day, they all know it. Their name is going to be out there. That's part of the public figure. Your presumption of privacy is gone out the window when you do become a public figure. So whatever they're talking about, him or not him, or whatever speculation comes up, from anybody, just know, guess what, guys, we're fans. And this is literally the last week of the regular season. So we're gonna have to deal with whatever. We're gonna have to just come up like the news sometimes. I feel like just comes up with random stuff. People speculate and they come up with, hey, what about this? What about that? Again, I'm not for or against anybody. Everybody is they're entitled to their own opinion. I don't know what happened. All I know is I've been laughing super hard because you guys are hilarious. I'm telling you, sometimes it's better than like watching the Real Housewives of Hollywood or whatever. Just listening to you gentlemen argue, it is so much fun. So I just want to say that. I'm not sure what treat it is, which one it is specifically. Yeah, I see that. I mean, I'm still live. I'm literally talking to our fans live as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm still expect you to come over, bro, because we got a show. But other than that, I don't know what tweet it is. There's like 80 tweets. Which one are you talking about? Let me see. Steve, not the fourth one from last. Is that what it is? From the beginning. Okay, hold on. Because there's so many. I'm like trying to scroll and it's still the fourth one, Steve. It says Steve is the name. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, okay. So all I see is the UK. For some reason, for me, it's just showing me the UK one. It's not showing me the Steve Knight one. I don't know if you guys want to repost it, but let's see here. Yeah, I'm all the way. It's after the Batman tweet. Let me look for Batman's tweet. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, that's why. Okay, somebody reposted it. Okay. So apparently there's some Twitter beef. Okay. Steve Knight, don't know who it is. Good luck to you, sir. No, it's the emotional, irrational, desperate fans who are ruining this fan base. You need someone to blame for your own depressive, unfulfilled emotions. There isn't a QB in the league who can take what Tua has had to deal with and win. Like it or not, that's reality. That's interesting. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. Yeah, for most people.
You're making millions of dollars, and you're going through everybody else in this. Every day I wake up, there's a new story about Xavier Howard. They're talking about his baby moms. They're talking about his estate. They're talking about babies that live in. There's all kind of shit.
Stuff, yeah.
Xavier Howard be playing. I don't see this guy Steve or anybody else in this fan base talking about, oh, well, Xavier Howard has to go through so much. No, they just come out and when Xavier Howard plays bad, they say, oh, Xavier Howard is trash. They don't say that he's going through shit.
Yeah, you know what?
Thompson has to listen to Batman. Come on to Home Depot worker.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Louis. I would say that when it comes to this, it seems like from at least I want to make sure I read this tweet right. That they're saying that Tua has gone through a lot of stuff. But he's one of the few quarterbacks that goes through stuff and still is able to win in the league. I mean, if that's the case and that's the person's point of view, then hey, I mean, great. It's just I will have to say that every player in every position in any sport of all time has had to deal with something. So it's not like he's special as far as dealing with stuff because
Miss Phins, Miss Phins, you remember when Jimmy Garoppolo was going to the Super Bowl as the 49er head coach or as the quarterback of the 49ers? You remember that, Miss Phins?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember the story coming out
of him and his extracurricular activities? Yeah.
He was dating porn stars and strippers and all kind of shit. Remember
yeah, I remember that.
The man was quarterbacking in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You don't think he was waking up having to hear different stories?
That is true. I'll tell you this. The thing is that okay, let me put it to you this way: the super fans for the super ultra super fans for Tua are gonna always, ride for him, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna tell you how to fan, but to make it seem as if Tua's the only one that deals with this, no, that I will have to disagree. Every player, like I said, in every sport of all time, has had to deal with something that gets highlighted by the media, and they still have to perform because that's what they get paid for. I get paid for my job. Louis, you get paid for your job. Everybody else has to get paid for their own job. The difference is these are public figures. They're always going to be scrutinized in that light. And no matter what, they're still paid to perform, period. So I would say I understand, but in this particular tweet, Tua's not the only guy. So that's the only thing that I would say.
You know what? And how rude of me, Miss Phins. I'm completely sorry. We are live right now, not only on this Twitter space, but we are live on YouTube in front of Miss Phins' studio audience, right? Yes. Everybody, go subscribe, become a member to Miss Phins. She does a morning show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to however long she does. And then
the best morning show, Louis.
The best morning show. That's absolutely right. And then Wednesday night she's on with Culler as well. So I'm sorry, Miss Phins, we should have plugged you. And shout out to everybody watching live on YouTube on Miss Phins show. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
League-wide Wednesday, so I have the unenviable task of going and analyzing this Super Bowl. So who do y'all think I should pick? I'm going with the Niners because I can't stand the Chiefs.
Well, Culler, I will say this.
Well, I'm the opposite. I can't stand the Niners. I got to go with the Chiefs.
It has nothing about who I like, because I don't like Kansas City or the 49ers. But if we got any big wrestling fans in here, right, there was the quote, the best wrestler, in my opinion, Ric Flair. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And the man right now is Patrick Mahomes.
That is true.
City. So give me the Chiefs. Until someone knocks them off, that's who I'm riding with.
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, you can't think of anybody else except whoever you got to beat. And I mean, to be in the Super Bowl 4 out of the last 5 times does say something. They're doing something right, at least. They're still making it to the dance with all the controversy both quarterbacks have had to deal with all the controversies both teams have had to deal with. Kansas City not playing in their best this season. This is probably arguably their worst season in the last 6-7 years. Actually, no, prior to that, because even with Alex Smith, they still didn't play. I mean, they still got the same record, but they didn't play as bad, in my opinion. So this is probably the worst team they've had in the last like 8 years, easily 8 9 years, and they still made the Super Bowl. So that is something to say. And yeah, shout out to Ric Flair. Woo! I have to
Yeah.
agree. Until they beat them, hey, they are the king of the world. So it makes sense. But man, this is pretty cool. I appreciate you in the plug out, Lewis. This is awesome. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because I want to go ahead and get continue this awesome show tonight. But I appreciate everybody supporting and all of that, myself and Color. And I will definitely catch you guys later for sure. Take care, guys.
All
I
right,
appreciate it, Miss Phins.
have a good show.
And with
Thank
all
you.
due respect, later, bitches.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We had to go off. I like I said, you never know what to expect with League White Wednesday. Literally,
Well, that
never
was fun.
expect. What's up, Color?
Hey, how'd I get all the way over from there to here so quick?
Magic. It's the movie magic, man. Shh,
Telling you, it is at least across town. Had to take a taxi.
exactly. I'll tell you this. We always have fun.
I
That's
get
all that
stuck
matters.
over there though. I didn't even realize it was 8 o'clock. About 6 o'clock, I was like, "All right, you're at the 2 hour mark. Make sure you don't miss it."
Yeah, you're good. I was like, you know what? Why not? You know what I mean? Let's do something different because we never do anything exactly 100% the same every week here. So it's still a lot of fun, regardless. I'll tell you that. But hey, I don't know. Did you get to? We gotta go back. We gotta go back because we just had the ever so awesome Pro Bowl games. You know what I mean? That was so much excitement. Personally, I enjoyed it. I don't know about you. Did you get to catch the Pro Bowl
I didn't
games?
watch one single second.
Wait, but did you at least catch like a review or something?
Yeah, I saw like
Like,
Twitter posts and all that, but yeah,
did you catch the
game on
precision?
ESPN. They didn't. ESPN didn't do a very good job marketing it. I didn't even know it was on.
To be honest with you, I agree. I didn't even know what was on either. Hey, we got our first donor of the evening. Thank you so much, Triple S. Oh man, you too kind. Dropping that Canadian dono bomb on y'all heads. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Triple S says 34-27 Kansas City is my prediction. Draft MLB, middle linebacker, or a defensive tackle first round. That's what I'm on. I'm loving it, man. Hey, shout out to you, Triple S. Man, seriously,
Is he saying
every dollar
drafting?
helps out
Is he saying drafting the MLB so we can get a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes?
so much. No, he says draft a middle linebacker or tackle. I feel like we've
Get
been
a
clamoring,
shortstop or a second baseman? You know.
right? I feel like we've been clamoring for a middle linebacker and a tackle for like the last 5 seasons. I feel like it's like, why can't we ever get it right? It just makes no sense to me. Like, it really gets no sense to me. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm with you, man. Look at G. Look at G. Bring him home. Look, bring Tannehill home. Look at that. You're wrong for that color.
Oh yeah, a little
Hey,
shortstop or a
hey,
second
that's what
baseman
we.
would be great. Teach him how to
I
throw the
mean,
football.
I'll tell you this. It'll definitely have some power behind that ball. That's for sure. That's for sure. You can't even deny that. But yeah, that's crazy. He's like, seriously, bring Tannehill home. You know what? I wouldn't
G's
mind
going
bringing
for the one
Tannehill
year.
back.
He's going for the 1 year retirement tour.
Wait a minute, G. But what about Kirko? Kirko Chains. You don't want Kirk Cousins? Like, I mean, I think he's pretty good. Baker Mayfield? No, I think Curtis. What's up, Curtis? I think they're actually gonna give him a contract. If I'm Tampa Bay, I'd give him a 3 year contract, guaranteed at least the first year or the first 2 years, and keep him in building because clearly, I mean, he got you to at least the playoffs, and got you to the second round. So why not? You know what I mean? What's up, Dolphins thirsty? Brr, 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 brr. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, listen, guys. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Dolphins thirsty does an awesome show as well in the morning. So you guys gotta go and check my man out. He is awesome guest, awesome show, great panel. So definitely check him out because I'm telling you, you will not be, you will not be misled or have a bad time. That's for sure.
What's
So
up, Thirsty? And yeah,
absolutely.
Triple S, you know what my biggest letdown is.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
mean, it is what it is.
yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, what are we gonna see?
It ain't Tyreek Hill, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know what?
No, but
It's
once
funny.
again, the bad tackling in our linebacker crew, yeah, that's a big letdown. Again, and again, to back to the point of drafting a middle linebacker, yeah, I mean,
That's not
it's
bad.
something we
Yeah,
just haven't even focused on at all, and we continue to get just terrible tackling.
and I feel like if we would have, I understand. Man, Roquan Smith would have taken care of that for me, in my opinion. Man, Roquan would have taken care of that. I get it. He ends up playing a little more edge than not, but man, Roquan Smith to me would have literally taken care of that for
A
us.
little
It's,
underwhelmed by Mr. Holland,
uh, look
the
at Curtis,
snowman.
literally any quarterback. Jesus. Really, Curtis? Is that where we're at? Literally any
Oh yeah,
quarterback would do?
Curtis is at the end of his rope for sure.
I think he
Yeah,
is. Look at this. Justin Fields? Ooh,
Curtis has been
yeah.
around a while. He's definitely at the end of his rope.
Yeah. Hey, Dolphins Jersey. Let's see here. Miss Finch, are you walking in a 5K for Dolphins Kansas City? To be honest with you, I'm not. And I don't know any of the details for it. I don't even know when it is, actually. If it's this weekend, is it this weekend? I don't even know if it's this weekend. And I don't know if I don't have my own team. Like I don't know how to like join a team or like, be part of a team or anything like that and walk. I don't mind doing it. There's no problem. It's just I never really you know, got it. So I don't know. When is DCC actually? Let's see. Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Because I feel like
February 21st, 4th. I'm sorry, Thursday saying that's 2 days
oh really?
after I. Yeah, that's 2 days after I picked my tickets. If there's any left.
Did they say when to pick tickets?
No, he called me today. My agent called me today. Said my date is the 22nd.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's gonna call
Really?
me on. Yeah, he's gonna call me on the 22nd to basically pay for the rest of it and pick the seats.
Wait, pay for the rat? I thought they did payment plans. At least that's
Well,
what I
they
heard people
I had
telling
to
me.
do a deposit because it's a waiting list. So there's still a chance I don't even get tickets till 2025.
No, I want my money by then. I mean, damn. I mean drafting, not Japanese. It's okay. It's okay, Curtis. I think middle linebacker. It wouldn't help the fact that our head coach has such a soft culture. Ooh, man, you're hitting hard, man. Curtis is hitting hard.
I mean, you saw that tweet Lewis was talking about. If you ain't soft, you ain't a fan. I
Really? I must have missed that one. Wow, no, he didn't
mean,
say
that's
that.
basically what the
Wow,
guy was saying.
he did not say that.
Well, I mean,
That's
he
hilarious.
basically called Tua soft. He didn't mean to do it. I don't think he realized that's what he was doing, but that's effectively what he did.
Uh, you know what? I just don't understand how sometimes people they don't. I don't think they get it. In my opinion, like
No, but back no, but Triple S. Back to that MLB reference. I would take a Japanese second baseman though, for sure.
hey, I mean, no lie, they love baseball. Like baseball's huge.
Teach him how to throw an oblong ball, and we're good to go.
They love baseball. Like absolutely love baseball. And I'm like, man, I love that our sport. You know, that being one of our sports. They truly love it the way they do. Like they absolutely love it the way they do. So that's awesome, man. That's to me that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they'll definitely know how to fall. That's part of their culture. I think they learn how to fall when they're before they're 10 years old. All that jujitsu and well, you know, I know the people in Thailand. They kick bamboo sticks for their whole lives before they
That
learn
is
how to,
true.
you
That
know,
is true.
so they harden their shin for their Muay Thai. You know.
That is true. That I do know. I've seen documentaries for sure. We have a team full of B2K. You got
Eh,
served.
Sarmatian back in ancient times, Sarmatian children used to start off riding on
No,
the back of pigs.
I can't. Curtis, Curtis, look at this. I miss Florence. Breakdancing. You got some. Hey man, I like you got served. That's a great movie.
You know, I
Oh
really wish people would
man.
stop trying to be so insulting without the facts. I mean, if you got the facts to back you up, insult away. But when you don't have the facts, it kind of just makes you look
Uh,
weird. Because, like the quote, if you actually read the quote from what Dan Marino said, he basically said the same thing everybody else has. Everything needs to be perfect for us to win a Super Bowl with Tua. That's basically what he said.
man, you
There's
know
no
what? I will
revelation.
say
There's no
this:
revelation there.
we are gonna have because I was
So he
thinking
was
about
actually backhanding him. If you think about it, he's like, "Yeah, we can win with Tua, as long as
everything's
everything's
perfect.
perfect."
Yeah. No, and I was thinking about it because I know I did this on Tuesday. I did. What's up, Ronnie? I did the because I was breaking down, everything that I had heard up to that point about Tua's contract and stuff. Miss me yet? Yes, we miss you, Brian Flores. You know I'm a Flores girl. Um, Look at this. Did you see how Dan Marino adjusted his glasses as he was lying about? I can't listen. At the end of the day, eh, they are gonna be quarterbacks who can overcome certain obstacles in their team and deficiencies, and they can take their team on their back and lift their team forward. You know what I mean? And carry the team. And then there are quarterbacks who have a stout team, who the team is able to lift them. The team is able to lift the quarterback, and as a team, they move forward. It's just different ways of leadership, and this is the thing.
And see, and I love how like Deadspin, right? This headline on Deadspin: Dan Marino believes the Dolphins have their Super Bowl QB. That is not what he said. Not even close to what he said.
I didn't even see the tweet, to be honest with you, or the
It's not a
quote.
tweet. He was interviewed on Pat McAfee or something, and they asked
Mm,
him outright if he thought that we could win a Super Bowl with Tua, and he's like, "Yeah." But and so everybody ran with that. Oh, he believes in Tua. Oh, this and that. When I looked at an article that transcribed the actual quote, if I could find it, I could actually read it for everybody
yeah, go ahead and look for that. I
because
will.
it
Go
and
ahead.
again, this headline from Deadspin is like,
So, Fred,
how did you get that out of that when the guy clearly, I mean, he clearly, made a major caveat with it,
you
like
know
a
what? I don't
major
know if
one.
yeah. You said it wasn't Pat McAfee, right? I don't think I can play the video because I'm not trying to get
No,
copyright,
right,
guys.
right.
But I think I can play the audio and not
Well,
have
he
any
went to he
issues.
went to a couple different places. Let me get on their actual. It was from SB Nation that I saw the quote.
Shout out to SB Nation, man. They have great articles. If you haven't looked at their articles, it's a lot of the great
Here,
places where you're able to get some good information.
Here we go. Now their headline is a little more general. It says Miami Dolphins can win. Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins can win Super Bowl with Tua. Okay, that's a fair headline that doesn't
Yeah,
say more than it should. You know what I mean? But
I'm
here's
with
what
that.
the actual quote was. So, where is it?
Hey, we got Luch in the building. What's up? How you doing?
Here we go. So Swain or Shine asked, "Can the Dolphins win a Super Bowl with Tua?" Yes, I believe so, replied Marino. He just needs to continue to grow. I think he's done that. He had the best statistical year of his career and the best in the league, I think. You just got to build on that. Sometimes you just got to get in the right positions and have the right people healthy so you have a chance to get to the Super Bowl. That's literally what everybody else is saying. The sun's got to be shining the right way. Patrick Mahomes has to be injured. You can't have any injuries on your team. You've got to have a $40 million wide receiver. You've got to this and that and the other. That's everything we've all been saying. That's nothing new. That's not a big revelation. So
Wait,
for Deadspin to turn that around, okay, and make a headline saying Dan Marino believes the Dolphins have their Super Bowl quarterback. That is not what he said. And I'm not stretching anything, Hooked Up Joe. I just quoted the man's own words. Dan Marino's the one stretching it.
I see what you mean. And I'm trying to look for that, like that particular. I think I might have found it. Hold up. You can't say that about Lamar Jackson. Hold on. Let me see if I can. They're 11
I'm
and
not
1.
spinning it anyway. I'm not the one that chopped off half the quote and ran with it on Twitter. I'm actually stopping the spin. I mean, I don't know why everything's got to be on me all the time. You know, if people would stop lying, I wouldn't have to correct everybody.
Okay, no, this isn't what I was looking for. But I see what you mean. I mean, if that's what it was transcribed, I mean, obviously, I know you did. I just walked in, people talking stretching. Yeah. Yes. Uh,
Reminds me of a baseball player rattling, or a baseball commentator with these stats, because the game is so boring that they'll sit there and go, "Oh yeah, this guy leads the league in blah 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 on Tuesdays when his mother farts," and it's like, who cares? Of course, anybody can win a Super Bowl if they're under those conditions, Dan.
well, I think hold up because so from what I'm hearing, and this is just what I'm hearing, right? It sounds like there was a generalization of his overall take, meaning
Yeah,
he took
exactly.
his take was a generalization
Exactly. And
where
people
Tua
spun
was
it.
the subject of
Yes.
it,
And
but you can
people,
insert anybody in it.
but
That's what you're
people
saying.
spun. No, he was talking about Tua. My point is, people chopped off half of his words and spun it as if he believes he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback.
But that's media, man. People are gonna take the
I
juicy stuff.
understand. So why am I being accused of stretching it when I'm providing the actual quote for people to decide themselves?
Well, I think
Why am I the one spinning it?
I don't think you're spinning. I think you're
I don't
clarifying it.
either.
Yeah, but moving on. From what I heard, because you just said it, you just read word for word. It sounds more like he took that question and made it as impartial, really, and as general as possible, where it's not for or against.
Miss Fins, when did I say anything about any other team? When did I what words did I put into Dan Marino's mouth? I literally read verbatim his quote, and that's all I said.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
no, no.
bring
That's
up
not.
any other team. I didn't say he was talking about any other team.
What's up, Mark? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I didn't hear any other team. Did I? Maybe I mentioned another team.
I don't even
I might.
know.
I might have.
Again, it's always got to like if people are so have such a fetish for proving me wrong when I'm not even
Fine.
trying to say anything. I simply am stating the
You're
fact.
just stating what the quote was, which is what. Again, I didn't even know what the quote was. But anywho, moving on. To me personally,
Hey, you didn't know what the quote was because nobody actually reported it.
no,
They
like
all said
literally, I've been kind of
he
MIA
said
out of
Tua
all
is
of
the
this. So
guy.
that's
He said Tua should get a contract. He said Tua is the guy. He didn't say none of that.
well. Hold up, hold up. Remember, people's interpretations are going to be different. You see what I mean?
And those people interpreting it that way are telling me I'm spinning it.
That's not. Anyways, anyways, what I'm saying is, people are going to see the sky is blue. 4 words, and people are going to somehow make it into, well, you know, China Russia relations is, you see what I mean? Like it's going to be turned into whatever. So it
All I
doesn't really
wanted was people to
matter.
all
Like,
I wanted was people to have the full information before they spoke on it.
well,
Because
now that I did,
like both of us, a lot of people speaking on it haven't actually watched it and don't even know what the full statement was. So I'm just telling
well,
people,
thank
in
you.
case
Thank
you
you for
didn't
listening.
watch the whole thing, don't believe your eyes. Here's the full quote. Now you have the full information to make your opinion. That's all I was trying to do. Provide a service.
Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. See, he's talking about your interpretation as if if everybody has this, and that, right? Because that's what Marino
Yeah, I
said.
was summing it up.
And there you go. That's all he was saying.
Colloquially, I can't even say the word.
I can't. I
I
don't even
was
know how to say
summing it
that.
up. See,
Yeah, not
that's
even gonna try.
nitpicking right there. That's what I'm talking about right
But
there. Now
but
go,
again, now
now
I
go wear
understand
it
where
as a
he's coming from.
badge. You nitpicked color and you proved him wrong. Go wear it as a badge wherever you got to go. Leave me out of
Anyway,
it. I'll never speak again. How about that?
well, I mean, I kind of need you to speak because this is a show.
Just
But
really, man, why the nitpicking?
um, no, but
That is
I
what he
get now.
said.
I
He
understand both
said
sides.
everything has to be perfect for us to win a Super Bowl with Tua. That is what he said. If you want to parse out what perfect actually means, there's the quote. I just read it for everybody to hear.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and back to you, Susie. Uh, well, Susie Q here, ladies and gentlemen. We're discussing the Pro Bowl, and I don't know how we ended up going. Oh, I have an idea how I ended up going off the rails. So, but no, what I was gonna say was the Pro Bowls in the Pro Bowl because that's where I was gonna go for at first. I don't know if you caught some of the passing stuff. Like the videos, the mini videos that you said that you were able to like clips here and there, right? You said you saw. Did you get to see the
Yeah,
one with
I saw it.
CJ and Baker?
I saw it. I
It
know
was
actually
pretty good.
all I saw was Tua because that's all anybody posted.
Really?
And
Because
I didn't
I mean,
even care to watch that.
I had to wait like 2 hours to see the full 18-minute clip, so I could see everybody. Because I didn't even know I missed it. I kind of came in like 30 minutes in because I didn't even know. To your point, ESPN was horrible promoting it because I had no idea it was on Thursday and Sunday. I thought it was just Sunday.
Actually, I'm glad I didn't watch it so I don't have to speak on it.
Well, I will speak
Because
on
it
it.
doesn't matter what you say, whether you liked it or hated it, you're gonna have to argue with somebody. So I don't even bother. I didn't even bother. I don't care.
Well,
You know,
I'm not arguing, but I will say this: I thought it was very interesting the way they did it, and the actual Pro Bowl game on Sunday. I'm actually kind of glad they made it into an actual Pro Bowl game because before it was just so bad. It was supposed to be a football game, and no, it was two hand touch more than anything else. So I'm kind of glad. What's up, Liz? How you doing, girl? I'm kind of glad it ended up not being um what do you call it? It ended up not being like a regular football game, and it was um flag football, and actually it was very entertaining. But I will say this: I was so pissed at Toronto Armstead, dude, when they were doing like the mini games on Sunday, because every single time they did something with offensive linemen or just linemen, period, he was always the weakest link. And I'm like, oh man, this guy plays 10 times throughout the season, and he can't even move a person in the sledge or pull a wall. He had to get help to take off this thing was like move the wall or whatever, but it has weights in the back, and everybody got to move their weights and then they got to pull the wall. Man, he had to get at the very end, get some help with that, and then on top of that, you saw the NFC, like all their guys were pulling, but in the AFC, ours was kind of like diagonal because flipping Tehran was not even pulling that hard. I was like, bro, you even injured for this? Why are you even a Pro Bowler? How did he even become a Pro Bowler? How did Tehran become a Pro Bowler? That's what I'm trying to
Because
figure out.
we have far many more fans voting on it than everybody else. That's why.
God, Lord, I don't even know. He old, Miss Phins. G-Man, you are 100% right. Tehran is old. He needs to retire. I'm just being honest. Like, retire, dude. Go on about your business. Enjoy yourself, your family, and all that. But my God, this man got no more legs. Literally, no more. On a place where you're literally utilizing your body for about 30 minutes in total, and I'm stretching it. Come on. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But that was probably the only thing. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, and because I feel like I need to say it. I was disappointed in two instances, and only two instances. To me, I thought he had the best ball in the position when he threw the ball across the body to the number 4 in the far end. I know you didn't see it, but those who did see it, they didn't know what I mean. To me, that was the best ball thrown. That golden ball was the best ball, period.
Yeah,
Out of
that's
all of
his
them.
money throw in games too. That's his
Oh my
money throw.
God.
The problem is that number
It
four
was
target. The
beautiful.
problem is that number 4 target isn't as fast as Tyreek is.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. But this is the only thing. That the best one out of all of them. The other thing that I would say is I wish he hadn't flipping Baker, but I get it. You're trying to like I don't know how he twirled himself like 4 times. I'm like, bro, just throw the flipping ball, and keep it going. I think that had he had more shots at it,
Said he thought he didn't realize he was supposed to keep throwing.
yeah.
He thought he was supposed to stop, like between throws, like they're going to give him 10 minutes to warm up on every throw or something.
Well, I don't know about
Like
that. I thought
where is
that but this is my thing. He was the last one to go. So why wouldn't you like? Didn't you watch the other players go? You know
no,
what I
he
mean?
didn't.
Clearly,
He's not there for
that's
all
the only
that.
thing. That's the only thing that kind of
He,
annoyed
he's
me.
not there for all that, Miss Fins. That's why we can't even hold any water to it up one way or another.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But Baker did
Because
say he messed them up on purpose,
it's
though.
just gonna be, oh, I didn't show up, so I wasn't even there for all that. But if
I get it.
if he could hit the broadside of a barn, then it would be, oh, see, we told you he's the best quarterback since Dan Marino. I mean, I don't. That's
But
why I
you
didn't
agree
even
with me
bother
with that
watching it.
4, right? You agree with me with that number 4, that golden ball? That was, I mean, that looked like money to me. It was the best ball thrown at all. You didn't see the other dudes, but I can tell you that was the best ball. And you're right, that's his money ball. It's
All I
just
know
Tyreek is
is
way faster.
all I know is the linebacker came up right behind him and hit the target twice without even the deep target twice without even warming up.
Who?
Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
he walked up right at you could see Tua still walking off the stage. He walked up right behind him and gunned 2 of them down the field on the deep target and hit both of
he
them
just did
without
it
even warming up.
just to like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
just to
He just
troll
did
him,
it just
just to
to.
troll him.
No, I don't think it was just to troll him. I think it was
He
just in
walked up
general.
right behind him. Tua hadn't even finished walking off the stage yet.
I didn't catch that because remember I only
Yeah,
saw
you
like the
catch
video.
Tua
I didn't see
walking
the
off.
live.
In the background, you catch Tua walking off as he's stepping up to grab the balls.
I did not see that.
He threw him right behind his back and hit both targets. without even warming up.
Well, I mean, let's be real.
Hey, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm just reporting what I saw. I don't care either way or
I
the other.
probably would have.
For anybody to say I'm spinning it anyway, I don't care. I'm just reporting what I saw.
What's your longest that you can throw? Or you've ever thrown in your life? Because me is
About
probably like
45.
20 yards.
Like lately, 45. But when I was younger, I probably could have pushed 50 or 50, a little more.
20 for me, if I'm gonna be honest. Well, when I was younger, I mean, I think the 40 was probably my highest.
The last time I threw the ball, I was
But
like
that's when I was
43.
actually playing. That's when I was actually playing.
I was like
Uh,
43 the last time I threw it, and I threw it about 43 yards.
yeah, yeah, it's about 40 when I was playing. But again, this a few years ago. Now, I
But
could
give
probably
me
do
a
20.
target within my range, and I'm not missing it. I could have hit every one of those targets. I would have, and it's not even throwing shade onto it. I would have been better than the winner.
Yeah,
Like I
because I
think
throw ball with my
was it
brothers,
Baker?
and
Didn't Baker win it?
yeah, Baker won it. Yeah.
Right. I would have done better than Baker. I mean, it's not. That's just a skill I have. It's not a matter of being good or better than them or anything like that. I just would have done better than Baker that night.
Y'all look at Curtis. Y'all tripping. Tua has gained chemistry with those standing targets because he's so accurate. Throw the shade. Hey, listen, Curtis. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not tripping on Tua. He was pretty good in those standing targets. I will say this though. I mean, this is probably maybe like a month ago when we were out. A month, 2 months. And yeah, I think I did. Yeah, 20, 22 yards. I think it was like the most I did. Obviously, my brothers, they
Give me one
one of
one
them,
weekend with you,
one
and
of them
I'll
did
have
like 50, and the one
one
actually
week.
plays football right
Give me
now.
one weekend with you, and I'll have you throwing 40 something yards. Don't worry.
I mean, it's
One
I know it's
weekend.
all about the mechanics, you know what I mean. But I've never had problem with power. It's more of the control. I've always
Like I
had
said, you give me one weekend,
so
I'll get you fixed right up.
yeah. Hey, maybe one of maybe if we
I
do
mean,
like a little camp training,
If Kenny Pickett's small hands can throw it, yours can too. You know.
I don't know if I can throw the guy's balls like that deep. You know what I mean? I'll probably,
No,
which we
it's just
were
a
using
matter of
the guy's ball, but
you just have to
I would probably, I'd probably
you
use
just
like,
you just have to throw in a different way. That's all. You
okay.
know.
Well, I
You
mean,
have to use
I know how to
right,
flip.
but
What?
you have to use more of a catapult style than a baseball
Oh,
style.
okay. All right. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust the laces. Trust the laces.
Just the laces. Hey,
Yeah.
laces out. Okay, all of y'all need to stop. Triple S. Okay, talk about throwing a football. Okay, Tua gonna ball out next year, and haters gonna get real quiet. All of us. I hope that honestly, listen. This is the thing. If Tua does super awesome and great next year, guess who that benefits? All of us. Like it's a I don't see
Yeah.
how I don't see how that's not a you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it
And by the
literally
way,
benefits all of
And by the
us,
way,
you know?
that I'm calling plagiarism on that statement because that statement's been said by about 5,000 people for the last 3 seasons, every offseason. So quit plagiarizing.
Mm, that was
We know you.
hilarious.
We know y'all got receipts. We know. I'm just wondering
Hey,
if anybody's going to give me a rebate on my Ticketmaster receipts or my Fanatics receipts. Anybody going to give me rebates on that?
the government maybe, you know.
I got
Been
receipts
waiting
too.
for 40 years. I drafted
I'm
best
gonna have
player.
I'm gonna have another receipt on the 22nd for a $2,000 purchase for season tickets. So there, I'll be showing that
Are
receipt.
you are you going in one hundreds?
No,
Oh no, you're doing two
I got
300s.
2 seats. Yeah,
Two
I got 2.
300s.
They're a
Okay.
thousand a piece.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on where you get. Apparently, it's 1,100 or it's 1,000 something if you get sideline. Like sideways view, Madden
You mean
view.
like end zones?
No, sideline, side view, like sideline view. 50 yard. Let's just say 50 yard line for the sake of where I'm talking about, right? So
Okay.
side on the side is like 1100. Uh, the end zone, the Madden view is like 1,000 something or 900 something, and the corner seats are like 800 something. So you can save a little bit of money if don't mind a corner or something.
Dude, I've been riding end zone all season for the last 2 years. That's to
That's
me,
my
it's
preferred view. That's my preferred
it's
view. But
perfectly fine.
I
Like,
thought mom would want the side view.
hey, that's about slightly used to a jersey.
I love the Madden view. And I tell you what,
Oh, gee.
if there's a front row seat on the aisle available in the end zone, I'm definitely going end zone.
I'll tell you this. I
I
mean,
don't care where I'm at as long as I'm in the front row on the aisle.
yeah, that's probably the best seat. Let's not lie. That's probably the best seats. Period. I mean, I got sorority sisters that have tickets all throughout the stadium. And
I mean, if you're sitting just to the left or just to the side of the goalpost where the goal's not in your way and you're in the front row of that upper deck,
dude,
oh, that's
that's
the best. That's the
132.
best view in the whole
That's
house.
132 row 20, man. That's where Chef Drew has his
Well, yeah,
tickets.
because you're backed up in that
And
100 section.
I
It's
actually,
beautiful.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No matter where you are, I've been in every single. I have sat in every section, even club of the stadium. So I've seen every view. I've
Yeah,
been at the. I've even been in the 72 club, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. Yes,
The
right behind the players. And I'll tell you this: I actually prefer not being on ground level.
agreed.
I don't think
Agreed.
that's the best view.
I've had the
Period.
front row in the end zone, the section you're talking about, 132 and 133. I've
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
front
130. I
row.
forgot which one it is. It's like 130 something.
Yeah.
Like 131,
I've had the
132.
front row. I've had the front row in those sections like 3 or 4 times, and it's like I was sitting right behind the play clock one day in the front row in the end zone. And like it was actually the day that Tua threw that pick 6 against the Jets. That guy ran it right back basically to me. He could have reached up and handed me the football. But you're right. You when they're going away from you down at the other end and you're down at ground level, it's like you can't see nothing,
You
you
can't
know?
see nothing. But I like that, like row
Although
20.
you do get to see a little more of the trench action and what's going on in the trenches, but other than that, you don't really
True.
see as much.
So yeah, for me, it's not that bad. It really isn't that
Or
bad.
on the
So
sideline, on the sideline in the front row,
yeah,
you're behind all the players and crew standing there, and like you can't see over everybody.
it's true. Look at what G says. Slightly used to a jersey, $10 or better offer. Need new golf clubs. I can't. I love it. Love it. Love it. Raphael talking about. We're gonna be talking draft. Because I that's if you don't mind, color. We gotta stay. Post because I got a couple ideas on around at you. Because I don't want to interrupt your time or nothing like that. But I think it would be pretty cool. So, but he's talking draft. We're gonna be talking draft. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an entire come Monday. It's the official off season starts. You know what I mean? And there's a million and one things to talk about. So don't you worry. We will be talking about draft too.
Are we
But he
doing
draft
league wide in the off season?
well. This is why I want to talk to you because
We have to change it to something else.
I know. So that's why I'm like, we can see.
All
I
right.
drafted best player available with my 21st pick. I took LSU wide receiver B. Thomas Jr. Big boy. Okay. Uh, yeah. I wanted. We weren't gonna get Tank Dell. I just feel like it wasn't gonna happen. So, but this year I went wide receiver, linebacker, defensive line, tight end, and safety. Guys, let me not hurt your little hearts, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the Miami Dolphins do not need a tight end. They are perfectly fine with what they have. This scheme does not call for anything else. They will not waste. And if they waste a pick on a tight end, I'm gonna be real pissed. That's
All
all
they
I
got to
gotta say.
do is get a quarterback that'll throw to him.
And color, you're getting me in trouble, bro. But yeah, at this point, there's zero need for them to get a tight end. They don't use them. That's the problem. They don't use
Well,
them.
you
If
got
they
trouble.
If they use them, I wouldn't care. If they use them, I wouldn't care. This is McDaniel refuses to use tight ends. He doesn't value the position, and
I know
who
somebody
am I?
that does use their tight end
Well,
since it's league wide Wednesday.
oh, true, and it's gonna go into the game we're gonna about to preview.
No, no,
My
actually
mistake
not.
was this.
I'm talking about the tight end in Chicago that put up 2 touchdowns against us last
You
year.
mean Cole Komet?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Oh, that dude, the
Amazing how
super
he
off.
has a quarterback that throws to him in the end zone.
Yeah, who's also a running back, by the way.
Oh, one of them was a fade route too.
A fade route.
Yeah.
A fade route?
Go back and look at the game last year. One of them was a fade route. Both of them might have
Really?
been fade routes.
The nerve to
Yeah.
throw.
The nerve of their quarterback to complete a fade route. How dare they?
The nerve.
That's
You
almost
know.
Matthew Staffordish.
Hey, Matthew Stafford loved his tight end though.
Well, he didn't.
But
They
then
didn't
again,
love them. Yeah, that was Megatron that caught the fade
I
from
was
him.
gonna say Megatron. Megatron might as
But
well have had somebody on the tight
Megatron
end.
said in an interview in retirement, said in an interview he hated the fade route.
It's the worst.
But he's the only one that had any success with it, and that was 30%.
It's the worst flipping.
I mean, I
Yeah,
get that
I
it
agree.
has to be done sometimes, but sometimes means 17%, exactly what its rate is.
Exactly, but I'll tell you this, it's gonna be very interesting. So yeah, we're gonna be talking draft, guys. Just to finish off the Pro Bowl, I will tell you this: looking at the NFC AFC, it's weird how the NFC has been able to win. You know, the Pro Bowls, not that it really matters, but it's just looking at certain things and I'm like, ugh, they've been better at. I'm like, is it the players? Is it a conference? Overall, I would have to say, and I gotta ask you this question. Me personally, I still think the best conference is still the AFC. What do you think? Which conference is better? What's up, Monty? How you doing, sir? And I agree, Luch. Hill does need a little bit more work, but I think he'll be good. Which conference do you think still think is um the better conference between NFC and AFC? Hmm?
Definitely AFC is more stacked
Okay,
overall.
that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought
Like
too. It's
everybody's
exactly.
got a top receiver.
Hmm.
5 of them have a top quarterback.
Just five, because
Everybody has a good running game.
I don't think people understand this either, which I thought it was actually kind of interesting. The N the AFC. Apologize. The AFC actually has 10, 10, and I know that Pro Bowls don't matter to a lot of people, but it's got at minimum 10 Pro Bowl quarterbacks, which, if I'm not mistaken, a third of those are also all pro, multiple time all pros, right? Um, so yeah, so to me, it's gonna be very interested, very interesting to see how this new season comes up, especially with all the injuries that we had to deal with as far as quarterback getting injured left and right. It was insane. It's probably one of the most quarterback riddled seasons I've ever seen in the last like 10 years. I mean, you'll always have quarterbacks that get injured. It happens all the time. But to the extent that it happened in this conference more than the other conference, it was ridiculous. Like literally ridiculous. Like every other quarterback was like the starting quarterback was out. You know what I mean? But if you just really quickly just to rattle them off, if you allow me, you got the Bills in Allen, obviously Pro Bowler. Tua, Pro Bowler. Mac Jones, he was a Pro Bowler. Aaron Rodgers, but he got injured, Pro Bowler. You have Lamar, obviously. You got Joe Burrow. You got Deshaun. Uh, was Kenny Pickett ever in the Pro Bowl? No, I don't think so. Right? No.
No.
You got CJ. Um, Trevor Lawrence. I feel like Trevor Lawrence was in it, right? His rookie year or no?
I
Was
think
it?
so.
right? Right? Trevor Lawrence, um, Tannehill. We know Tannehill also made the Pro Bowl, right? I think he made it once. The wild card year, right? Or no? Or am I getting him confused with Penny or Henny? Sorry, I'm probably getting him confused. So never mind. That's nine. We know Russell Wilson. Obviously, what's his name? Mahomes, Herbert, and then the Raiders. Who's the Raiders QB? Derek Carr. Didn't Derek Carr also make the Pro Bowl too?
Trevor Lawrence did 2022. He was the Pro Bowl. He's in the Pro Bowl.
Perfect. So we're at 12.
Derek Carr. Let me
Did he
look up
ever make the
Derek
Pro Bowl?
Carr. Well, he's in the NFC now anyway, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, yeah. It don't matter. That's right.
But
Wait,
he
wait,
did
wait.
make the
Derek
Pro
Carr?
Bowl. He did make the Pro Bowl 4 times.
Wait. Oh, that's right, because he's with the Saints. So never mind. Sorry. But you're right. Garoppolo, though, he's always been. He didn't. He didn't. I don't think he did, actually.
Where's
Did he ever make
Garoppolo at?
it?
Is he even playing?
Vegas. Vegas. He was technically benched, but he's still in
Oh
Vegas.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah. It's not Derek
no,
Carr.
he
It's
was an All
rookie Aiden
Pro. He
Connell.
was an All
Thank you,
Pro.
Triple S. You're right.
He was an All Pro
With the
alternate in
Niners, right?
19. Yeah.
Okay, so you still gotta give it to him. All Pro is always gonna be that Pro Bowl, so I gotta give it to him. So you're talking to me about 13, right? 13 quarterbacks in this conference that are at least Pro Bowlers, if not all pros.
Russell Wilson. Don't forget
Yeah, yeah, I
about
already put
Russell
him in there.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
did
I
you?
already put him
Okay.
in there. So like, I literally went through every single one. Like, it's not even fair. This conference is so stout. It's not even a question. And we're not even gonna go. Can you look up all time Super Bowls? Which conference has more? Because I'm willing to bet that I know that the NFC has the Niners and they got the Cowboys, with 10 between those two. But it's been 58. Oh, yeah, 58 Super Bowls. I'm willing to bet that wait, they also have Chicago, who has a few. I'm willing to bet that we have the
The
most.
NFC is leading the AFC 27 to 26. Wow.
One Super Bowl over. Okay. 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 Well, hey, that's
Wow.
actually very interesting. Can you believe that?
It is. It
Like, you
is.
can't get more.
AFC
See,
has a
you're
chance
getting
to tie
info
it
here.
up
You're
this
not
year.
getting nowhere else.
Isn't that amazing though? When the
Exactly. You
Super
got
Bowl
you.
first started out, right? And remember why it first started out was to, hey, can the AFL really compete? Who's got the best athletes? Blah blah blah. And
With the yep.
fast forward to 58 years later or whatever, or 50 whatever it
Really?
is, 53,
Yeah,
or
58. Yeah,
whatever,
50. Or
58,
no, 50.
and
Yeah,
it's
58.
almost 500. It's almost 50-50. Like if the Chiefs win, who were in the first Super Bowl, by the way, uh, if the
Yeah,
Chiefs
but they lost
win,
to Packers.
and weren't the Chiefs the first ones to win the Super Bowl in the AFL?
Were they the first ones?
I think
I
so.
don't think not the.
I think they won Super Bowl 2. I have to check that, or maybe 3.
No,
But
no,
either
Super.
case,
No, 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 no. Packers won the first Super Bowl.
right. So I think the Chiefs followed it up either in 2 or 3. They won.
Didn't shoot. Now we gotta
Anyway,
check to
my
see who
point
won
is,
Super Bowl. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my point is that they're about to tie it up 27 to 27. So all these years later, we still haven't decided who the best is. Like Lamar
That's
Hunt was
awesome.
right. So in other words, Lamar Hunt was right. It was even, and it still is even to this day. Like overall,
You know what?
that's amazing.
That I'll tell you this.
So
That's
Lamar
the
Hunt was right.
quality.
Lamar Hunt was right to want to be included. You know what I mean? Because we've proven now that they have always been as good as the NFL. Like 58 bowls later, and it's 26 to 27 to 26.
That's crazy. What's
And
up, you the Phins fans? Welcome, buddy.
it favors the conference that the Super Bowl trophy was named after, Vince Lombardi.
Hmm. Oh, dude, when we get started we're gonna go ahead and do our paycoms for Super Bowl 58, but we wanted to go ahead and go over recap a bunch of stuff that's happened so far, Super Bowl week and Pro Bowl week and all that stuff. But man, that's even you're not getting none of that info anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. So do me a favor, hit the like button, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button over here. Thank you guys for everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Man, you guys are awesome. Special shout out
No,
to Triple S podcast, man,
it was the upset
for
of
that
the Jets, Joe Namath in Super Bowl 3. That's the first AFL team to win it.
the Debt 68.
Yeah, Super Bowl 3 in
Yeah.
1969 with Joe Namath. The
Well,
68
when I
season.
say 68,
68 season.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
thank you. Do you get what I was trying to say? Like 68,
And that
69.
was up to
Because
that
they don't
point.
go
That was the
by.
biggest upset. That was the biggest like underdog win until recently.
Exactly, exactly. But like I said, shout out again
The
to
Chiefs
uh
the,
to
the Chiefs won Super Bowl 4 right after that by beating the Vikings 23-7. And the Colts won it. The Colts won Super Bowl 5. So by the time the 5th Super Bowl was played, okay, the AFL was 3 and
Mhm.
2. So by the 5th
Wow.
Super Bowl, the AFL had already won more Super Bowls than the NFL, who was supposed to be
Wow.
the better league. You know what I mean?
That's funny. That's really that's really funny. Well, let me go through this real quick, Color. Shout out again to Triple S Podcast, man. Thank you so much for that. 27.99 Canadian dollars. It's kind of like $20 US dollars. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like seriously, thank you. His prediction is 34-27 Kansas City. So let's see if that ends up happening, obviously. But I'm gonna post here because I want to get you guys' opinion. Who wins Super Bowl 58? Since now we're gonna go into this. Who wins
That's
Super Bowl
interesting. The
58?
Baltimore Colts.
Um,
I don't know if they fired Don Shula or if they just traded him to the Dolphins or what. How that worked out. But the Colts won the Super
I
Bowl
think
after they
it.
got
No. It was a trade. It
right.
was.
But
It
the
was.
Colts won the
I
Super
thought it was
Bowl
a
after they
trade.
got rid of Shula.
Which, by the way, it's actually tampering. They tampered. The Dolphins tampered.
Right,
Technically, it
right.
was supposed
But
to
the
be a
Colt,
trade. It ended up being, but it was. We got in
but
trouble for it, but we
the
still got
Colts
you.
won the Super Bowl after Shula left
That's
in
that's crazy.
'71.
That's crazy. Which we should. Which, by the way, we played in that Super Bowl. A lot of people don't know that. We were the first team to go to or second team to go to three
That was
back to back
70.
to back Super Bowls.
Right. That was 70. The 69 season, 70 Super Bowl with the
Yeah,
Colts. And
because
then yes, we lost to the
yeah,
Cowboys in '71.
mhm.
We are the first to ever go 3 in a
A lot
row.
of people forget that. Exactly. We won
That's the one
71,
part everybody
72,
leaves
73.
out.
Obviously.
It's the one part
Thank
everybody
you.
leaves
And I
out.
always have to
I even
remind people.
forgot.
I'm like, yo, you
I even
realize
forgot
we were the first.
Miss Fins.
You're
I
welcome,
was a,
Color,
I,
to remind
the
you.
whole reason
You're welcome.
the whole reason I was reminded is because I couldn't remember who the 5th game was. I'm like, where was the 5th game? And I looked it up. Sure enough, 71. We lost to the Cowboys.
That was us.
And by the way, I just got to say,
That was
since
us.
Hooked
And
Up
I
is
always have
back,
to remind people. I'm like, guys, you realize we were the first.
I just got to say, since Hooked Up is back, I was just attacking the point, which I've heard from other people besides you, and I certainly didn't mean to get personal with you, Hooked Up Joe. So I apologize if I came off rather brash with you. Just putting that out there. That wasn't meant for the energy was not meant for you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
It
Thanks,
was
Color.
meant for the point you were making.
Oh, heartfelt. See, we're bringing. Yeah. See, but you see, you can debate the opinion, Be kind to the person. And
Well,
that's
of
always
course, because
something that
and
we
it
strive
helps
for
that I
here.
know Hooked Up Joe, and he's a very respectful person. That's why I wasn't trying to use his name. I was more trying to attack the take, but I probably still came off rather harsh, and I shouldn't have. So that wasn't the energy wasn't meant for Hooked Up Joe. It was meant for other people that I've been
The
debating with for the past 2 weeks.
I get it. I get it. And so does Joe, and Joe is awesome. Look, I wasn't even pushing the point. My text came out wrong anyway. So, hey, see,
Yeah, it
I love
happens.
it. Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens. That's why I wasn't
Okay,
jumping
now
off the
that we
deep
all
end.
made up, now we all made up. Utah Fins
No,
fan
but
says
I know, but I
1710
highly
matters.
respect the guy, so I want to make sure I apologize for the way I came off. That's
Actually, actually, Hooked Up Joe and I are working on something super awesome for the show that you're going to be seeing in real life very soon. Look at him. I actually got pulled away by my wife. Hey, listen, she comes first, so I get it. I don't mind going second. But yeah, no, he's
just
helping me out with something.
one weekend's all you need, right? You're like, I don't mind
He's
going second.
hey, listen, I get it. What is it? We
Oh, I
got
was
life and family
continuing
to
Triple
lose. So.
S's raunchy humor.
Yeah, I know. I saw what he was saying. I was like, stop it, man. Anywho, Triple S says 3427. Yep, yep. I like that. And also, too, guys, if you want to become a member, it's another great way of supporting the channel. Shout out to all of our members, man. You guys really make the channel awesome and going that extra way. And I appreciate all of you guys that are able to go ahead and do it because, again, it just helps out the channel. So continue to become members and continue to be awesome, too. Support those who do support the channel, like Chef Jew and Chef Jew's Catering and Sweet Treats. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc., with mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more? Then go ahead and call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096. Or via Facebook Messenger and Instagram at Chef Jew, JU Catering for more information. And mention Miss Vince to get 10% off your catering order. So now, color com.
Doesn't jus mean like gravy or
See,
soup
we
or
need to get
something,
it. Hey,
or
what's up, Jeremiah? How you
like
doing,
au
buddy?
jus? What's up, Jeremiah?
Does it? No, it's for
I
his
think
name.
like
It's like
au jus,
shorter version of his actual
isn't
name.
is doesn't it mean like sauce, like like the stuff in au jus, like
Je ne parle pas français,
when yeah, like au
even
jus,
though I said that in
the
French.
it
You're
means
right,
like
color.
soup or
Oh,
sauce or
Triple
something,
S
or
says, yeah, you're right.
gravy or
Beef
something.
au jus.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that. I guess it is, but it is French,
yeah,
wasn't it? I knew it. It could have been
yeah. It's a good
Cajun.
play on words for a
That's
chef,
from
though. Chef Jus.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
another way to say another way
Louisiana.
to say he. It's another way to say he's a saucier, chef Jew, chef with the gravy.
Hey, true. That's true. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, enjoy your shirt tonight. Thank you, Jeremiah. Appreciate you. Yeah, Jeremiah always wants to say, um, what do you call it? Always, always supporting. So thank you guys. Ah, thanks, Jeremiah. Appreciate you, buddy. So Mr. Color, come, sir.
It's
I
like
just realized something.
the Latin prefix ad, like ad hoc or ad hominem or
Ed
ad
hominem. Yeah.
nauseum. It means with. I didn't know that.
Which in French would be, or actually, uh, et or et in Latin also means and too, depending on what you're trying to say in Latin.
Right, and all, because that's why when you're writing and you say and all, you're not supposed to say and all. You're supposed to put et al.
Yeah,
And it
and
means the
all.
same
Yeah,
thing, and all. It's
exactly
just
because
the way you're supposed to write
that's
it
Latin.
in writing,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
proper writing.
Hey, what's up, Q? Yeah, exactly. Tis true, but that would be Latin. That's why I
What's
say
up,
et
Q?
tu, Brute. You know.
Et tu.
So let's
So that
get
means
with it, ladies
so
and
that means
gentlemen.
so that means two
This
is you in Latin and French and Spanish, right? I wonder why that is. Isn't that a coinky
well,
dink?
you have to understand
They're
it's a
Latin
Romance
languages, I know.
language that is derived from Latin.
Matter of
Yeah, they're
fact,
all
old French,
Roman languages.
the original, like the first time you could start calling it French, old French is actually considered like dirty Latin. It was like just a raw form, commoner form of
It's
Latin.
lazy,
Right. They
lazy
called
Latin,
it dirty Latin.
lazy
Right.
fair Latin.
Right. And then
Which
it
is
and that dirty Latin evolved on its own down its own pathway to become French.
that's lay funny. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's definitely funny. But let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. So now we get to preview Super Bowl 58. Super Bowl
And
58.
in
Super
Latin, that
Bowl
would be
58. Super
XXV,
Bowl 58.
XXXV, XLLII.
No, no, which I knew you. I know you would. I knew you were gonna butcher that like a butcher, man. How did I know you were gonna butcher, super butcher that? Like I literally had a feeling. I'm like, this
It's
man's about to butcher this
LVIII,
entire
right?
thing.
It's LVIII, right?
LVIII. Yeah.
Right. L is 50,
Hi.
V is 5, and III is 3. 50 plus 5 plus 8 is 58.
Exactly. Exacto
See how
movie.
easy Roman numerals are,
So
children?
actually, they're not too bad, but there are certain things that I'm like,
Kind of a long way to
sometimes
write
I'm
the
like,
stuff, though, if
that
you
wasn't
think about it. Like when you start getting into like
as
the
easy.
thousands, it's like, wow, you can write a whole book with one number.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to put it to bed. The Super Bowl conspiracy theory was laid to rest. What do you mean, Miss Fans? Well, ladies
He
and
makes ice
gentlemen,
cream cakes.
Jesus. Sorry, my Super Bowl 58.
Oh, notice they changed the
So,
red a little
Super Bowl
bit.
58 actually. Yeah, yeah, I was just gonna say they absolutely changed it, and that's where exactly where I was gonna go at because you know that whole depending on the color, that's who wins, right?
By
Well,
next week, by next
um,
week, that purple will be garnet before you know it.
mm, they already changed it to blue and red. There's a different one was blue and red.
They'll memory
So a lot of
hole it.
people were saying, "Ooh, who is it?" Like, because you know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you who will be the winner of the Super Bowl. And you know, you might be a little bit surprised with what I'm gonna say. Yes, you heard it here first.
Did you know that
I
they
can
sell
see into
Miss
the
Pins?
future.
Did you know that they sell records
What?
in Walmart now?
Yeah,
Vinyl records.
I knew that. Yes,
I'm like, real and record players. I'm like, they don't even have DVDs and they
yes.
got records. Like we're
You
going
know what I need to
backwards.
get? A VHS. Well, you know the saying, everything old comes back again.
Apparently,
Like I
it's
was just watching a
nostalgic
movie
now.
with my mom, Mannequin. Shout out to that
Oh, that's
movie.
a good one. I saw that in the movie theater.
Really? Yeah. Well,
I
I didn't.
had a family with
I didn't
women
even
in
know
it.
when that sucker came out. But my mom, she saw it as a kid, and I was like, I don't remember watching this movie ever, or if I did, I was super little. And I don't remember at all. So we ended up watching. We had a mom and me movie night and watching it. Absolutely love it. One of my all time favorite songs of all time, Starship. You already know what song. And we can build this
Oh
thing
yeah, oh
together.
yeah,
You already know.
oh yeah.
Uh,
And
love
who
that
is
song.
the mannequin? I feel like
So
she was in some other stuff later in life.
Kim Cattrall,
Kim
aka
Cattrall, that's
Sex and the City.
right, from Police Academy
Sex and the City.
and Yes, yeah.
And Police Academy, exactly. So a lot of people don't
Thompson. That's
know.
right. She was Lieutenant Thompson.
Yep, exactly. And funny enough, the security guy in Mannequin is also the chief in Police Academy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which is hilarious. But anywho, back to
yeah.
what
I
I was
saw
trying to
that
say.
one on the big screen. But what I
Everything
was,
comes back. So I
yeah.
need a
So,
VHS player. I gotta go online and get it. I'm sure I had one, my Magna
well,
box,
so
but
so
it
I was.
just
I'm like, it's yeah, it's complete nostalgia. Like they're selling records in Walmart. I couldn't believe it. And the thing of it is, like new ones too, because I thought I was like, I looked over. I'm like,
yeah.
wow, there is a perfect Christmas gift for Miss Phins, or whatever whatever gift you need, birthday gift. It was a Taylor Swift album, vinyl record, and it had Taylor on it. And I was
Which is
like,
funny enough.
I'm like, God, I can't get away from
I
this
was
woman. I'm
literally
like,
looking
man,
at that.
geez, I cannot get away from this woman. Like, it's following me everywhere.
They say because the Chiefs are there, and obviously T Swizzle will also be there. She's already confirmed she will be leaving Japan in time to make the Super Bowl.
Oh wow,
That this will be the
hallelujah.
most viewed Super Bowl in a long time, right? Because the Super Bowl
Oh,
has had the decline in the last few
you know
years,
what?
but
I'm gonna purposely
bringing
turn
it,
it off then, just because they're
stop
predicting
it.
that. I'm gonna purposely turn it off.
They're predicting it because of the
I'm gonna
importance of
turn
the
off
fact
my
that
TV and go to a
can
bar to
I
watch
finish,
it.
bro? They said the 49ers will have the opportunity to be the third team ever to get to 6 Super Bowl wins. And first time ever a seventh round last pick in the draft will be a Super Bowl winner. And on the opposite side, the again, guys, the narratives. You've got Patrick Mahomes chasing his third Super Bowl in the last 5 years. Fourth time making a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. So it is kind of a big deal. And because of those two narratives, plus then you also sprinkle Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be pretty
exactly,
huge.
hooked up, Joe. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna turn off all my TVs and go to a bar to watch it, so they can't get the extra TV.
Oh
I
my
used to be a
gosh.
Nielsen watcher. I was living at this place with a buddy of mine and his wife, and they knocked on our door, and we got chosen to be Nielsen watchers. They had to hook up this equipment to our TV, and we had to push a button like every 30 minutes to let it know we were still watching and all that. And what they do is
Really?
it's all done on projections. So for instance, they have about like so hold on. Let me turn this off. So they go door to door, and if you get chosen, like
Well, colors.
it they'll start like they'll go to somebody's house that they have on their list, and if they don't answer the door, they'll go to the next door over. And if you're lucky enough, because they only do it, it's like very exclusive, right? And they'll actually pay you,
That
but it's like
clearing public
peanuts.
house thingy?
What's that?
The clearinghouse, five
No, the
thousand
people from
dollars a
the
year or
people.
less,
It's the
whatever.
people from Nielsen. It's the people from Nielsen. The Nielsen ratings, right? So when they tell you, oh, this many people watch the Super Bowl, this is how they know. Okay, they don't actually look at the feed from each TV. They have people that they choose, and it's like very selective around the country. And so for instance, we got
No, they
chosen.
also look at the feed. They also look at the signal.
Hold on. They do for the internet because they wanted to put a Trojan or a worm on our computers too to monitor what we were watching on the internet too. But anyway, we didn't do that part. But anyway, so we got chosen basically. They hooked up the equipment, and what they told us was we that household represented like 20,000 eyes. So in other words, when we were watching something, they estimated that 20,000 people were watching it. So that's how they do it.
Law
They
of
don't
numbers.
actually know that 5 million people watch this. They just know that this certain number of people watched it, and so they project that out, and it would be so one household is representing like 20,000 viewers in the Nielsen ratings. Just so you know, that's how they do it. Now, these days with digital television, I'm sure they can get a little more accurate because they know more of what we're watching since it's all digitized. You know what I mean? And coming from the
Well,
internet anyway.
it's actually
You
the
know, yeah, it's all coming from the
satellite
internet now
signals.
anyway, even on
The
regular
satellite
TV. So
signals
they know
they tell.
they probably have obsoleted that system by now. But that was only about 10 years ago we were doing that, Miss Phins. But that's how they do. I never knew that's how they did it. One person
I didn't
represents
know
like
that either.
20,000 viewers.
That sounds pretty
So if
like
I turn off all my TVs and went to a bar, they would have said minus 20,000 people watch that. You know what I mean?
what? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Oh yeah, I'm about to tell you guys who the Super Bowl winner is. But before I do, ladies and gentlemen, let's go through the game preview. So we've got San Francisco and Kansas City. Kansas City will be the home team. Although this is going to be in a neutral site. Right now, the over under for this particular game is 47.5 points total. San Francisco is favored by 1.5 points, which means Color, tell the people.
The Chiefs are underdogs because they're getting
Yes.
3 for being the home team. No, it's in a neutral site, so I don't think that plays. Even though they're listed as the home team, I don't think that plays a factor because it's a neutral site.
Because technically they're not already, yeah.
But it's closer to San Francisco, so maybe they're projecting a few more San Fran fans.
Mm, ooh, that is true. That makes sense. Okay.
But the
So yeah.
Super Bowl
So
usually evens that out because it's expensive. It don't matter if the San Frans want to be there or not.
yeah,
It's
it's
cost
especially
prohibitive.
a
So
Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
right, it's cost
Woo! Okay.
prohibitive, right? It's like how
I'm
many
not gonna lie
Dolphin
to you.
fans will actually be in the stadium if it was in Tampa, let's say, and we were in the Super Bowl. Not any more than if it was in New Jersey. Because just because it's closer, it's still cost prohibitive. You still have to come up with the $19,000 for the ticket. You know what I mean?
I know. Seriously.
Doesn't
Well, it's
matter if
not
it's in
nineteen
Tampa or
thousand because
wherever.
the you're looking
All I
at
mean is,
yeah.
if I could afford to go to the Super Bowl, if Miami's in it, you could have that thing in Japan, and it's not gonna be that much more cost to get there. You know what I mean?
Actually, it would cost more.
Probably be cheaper to go to Japan these days.
No, no, because of the international
A little
flights
flight
and
out
all
of
that
a
stuff.
little flight out of Seattle, it probably cheap. Probably
Nah,
six hundred
dude, I'm
bucks.
telling you, it'd be more. I'm telling you right now. Anywho, but ladies and gentlemen, so essentially, San Francisco is being favored as the team that's going to be
It's like
winning
the
this game.
train in Family Guy. Nobody goes to Japan anymore.
But I'm here to tell you who the true winner is gonna be. Okay,
You tell us. You're
and
not saving this one for Friday like you do all the Dolphin games?
oh snap! You know what? Color reminded me I must do for the people. And therefore, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to wait till Friday when I tell you.
Oh, you're
I'm not gonna
terrible.
tell you my
This is League
opinion.
Wide
I'm
Wednesday.
telling you who is actually going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. I know who it is. You'll see. And guys, vote right now because I have it up there. Who's gonna win Super Bowl 58? You know what I mean?
So Christian McCaffrey is going to
Hold on.
uh,
Let me get to the team stats first
he's
before you
going to
go there.
take off on a
It's
run for 65 yards and a touchdown, and
bro,
that's all they're going to score.
the wow. The Super Bowl is gonna be played at 6:30 p.m. on Friday. On Sunday, February 11th, 2024 on CBS. They're saying it's going to be a sunny 60-degree weather, but that doesn't matter because if I'm not mistaken, they do play in a dome, so it doesn't matter, right? Pa, 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 pa. What was I looking for? Okay, now let me go through the stats of the team since we kind of went a little backwards here. Brock Purdy coming into this game, 4,280 yards as the starting quarterback for the
Oh, and
49ers,
hold
31
on, Miss Fins.
touchdowns.
I understand the whole Tony Romo thing and all, But how do they not have Kevin Harlan calling this game, man? I don't get CBS, man.
Why is Tony Romo even doing it? I can't stand him.
Because he's the big name. I get it, but everybody loves Kevin
What
Harlan
big
so much
name?
more. Just saying, Kevin Harlan's
What
made
big
to call the
name?
Super Bowl.
I'd rather take Al Holford or the other skinny dude. What's his name with the gray hair? I know that describes a lot of people. But anyways, Chris Collinsworth. Him. I'll take him.
Oh no, no, no. Oh
Yes,
no,
yes, yes,
no.
yes, yes. I
Mm-mm,
can't stand Romo.
mm-mm.
Ugh. Anywho, but yeah. So that is color. That's Purdy. 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They have Christian McCaffrey, 1,459 yards, 14 touchdowns rushing. Then you have Brandon Ayuk, 75 receptions, 1,342 yards, and 7 touchdowns this season. For the Chiefs, you have Patty Mahomes with 4,183 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. You also have rushing Isaiah Pacheco, 935 yards, 7 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. And then you have for receiving, you have Travis Kelsey, 93 receptions for 984 yards and 5 touchdowns. Okay. As far as the rest of it is concerned, right now the San Francisco 49ers are coming into this game with 12-5 record. And the Chiefs are coming into this game with an 11-6 record. Okay, in case y'all didn't know. The ESPN analytical thingy is saying that the San Francisco 49ers have a 59.4% chance of winning this game, and Kansas City has a 40.6% chance of winning this game. As far as far as we are concerned, this is very interesting, and I'm gonna tell you why. There it is. The 49ers right now are coming into this game in the season with a top three ranking among all teams in the NFL. They are third when it comes to their defense in scoring at 17.5 points per game allowed. Their offense is the third overall offense in the league at 28.9 points per game scored. When it comes to rushing yards, they're the third team overall in the season at 140.5 yards rushing per game. And total yards passing, they came in fourth at 257.9 yards per game coming into this season. Okay, and obviously their 12-5 record put them at number one in the um, what do you call it? In the um, division, in the NFC West division. Also, in their last 5 games, they're actually coming into this game with a let's see here, with a 2 week game winning streak so far. Obviously, they beat the Packers and then they beat the Lions. Um, right? They played the Lions first. Yeah, yeah. They played the Lions second in the NFC Championship. And both of those games, they came from behind, being down 17 points. So they're finding ways to win, the 49ers, which is rather impressive since obviously you want to be very effective and go into the Super Bowl with momentum. Now, as far as the Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, the Chiefs are coming into this team with a subpar team. As far as when it comes to their defense is the best, or second best, only allowing 17.3 points per game out of all defenses in the league. Their offense is number 6 when it comes to passing yards at 246.4 yards per game passing. When it comes to the overall scoring, they are ranked 15th in the league at 21.8 points per game. I just can't. That's literal. You can't get more literal middle of the road. And then when it comes to rushing, they're actually ranked 19th at 104.9 rushing yards per game. Obviously, they also won their division at 11-6 in the AFC West, so they are representing the the AFC. Now, the 49ers were number one overall in the NFC, which is why they didn't play Wild Card Weekend. The Chiefs came in number three and had to play 3 games to get to here, so they're riding a 3-game win streak in the playoffs, going beating the Dolphins, beating the Bills, and then beating the Ravens. Um, let me see here. Yeah, that's a 3. Yeah. Now, commentary. I'm going to need you to give me what are your keys to victory for the 49ers to win this game, sir? Give me 3 keys to victory.
Making sure their offense doesn't get stifled by that tough Kansas City defense.
Okay. Number 2.
They're going to have to rely heavily on Christian McCaffrey. And
Okay.
for Kansas City, well, for the 49ers, you can't be punting the ball back to Patrick Mahomes. And I think the formula is the same as it is for everybody trying to beat the Chiefs. You got to limit the number of times Patrick Mahomes has a possession.
Ooh, I like what you just said in that last one.
That being said, you have to limit the amount of times Kelsey touches the ball, obviously. But you also got to catch up the back end guys who seem to be, finding their way. The Rashee Rices of the world, Pacheco,
Mm-hmm.
But I think all in all, all the numbers you just pointed out lead me to think, you get a good 30-27 victory, 30-24 by the 49ers. But then you pepper in the postseason Patrick Mahomes factor. And I think Harrison Buckner is going to win this game for the Chiefs on a last-second field goal, 27-24.
So you're picking 27-24.
Yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs,
Chiefs win.
27-24. Because they just can't find a way to stop Patrick Mahomes from marching down the field, eating the rest of the minute 30 left on the clock, and Butker kicking the game-winning field goal.
Culler.
Or, in the reverse, Brock Purdy is unable to get beyond the 35-yard line. It's tie ball game. 30 seconds left, and Brock Purdy is unable to get down to the 35, and the 49ers miss a 55-yard game-winning tying field goal.
Are you kidding me, dude? Really? Interesting. So you still think no matter how it's gonna be?
Or the Chiefs could avenge their AFC West brothers and destroy the 49ers 55-10.
I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't foresee.
Or
that
the
being the case.
49ers could do the same thing they did to Kansas City's AFC West brothers and beat them the same way they did the Broncos back in the day.
Interesting. What's up? The challenge is the next Elway. How you doing? He says Chiefs 31, Niners 20. Not too shabby. Definitely not too shabby. What's up, Franklin? Good night, Finzo. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Look at what G says. Taylor Swift will get her ring before the Chiefs. Whiny proposal, 50-year line confetti. Everyone's everywhere. She says yes. No. You mean Kelsey will get his ring? He is a millionaire. She is the
I do kind of like,
hey, and it is 2024, so I get that women empowerment BS and all that crap. So
and
yeah, I can totally
they
see
were
that.
posting like stuff about Brock Purdy's house and his living
Girlfriend,
conditions and all that, and how like he's kind of like a bum, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking he's gonna roll in there like Joe Namath did, all freaking like gross and like rough around the edges, like I don't care, this is just football, and he's gonna beat all that and ride off and like
I
totally
hope so, man.
he's gonna totally snub Taylor Swift when she tries to leave Kelsey and go to him. He's gonna be like, "Nah, I'm all right," and he's gonna go back to his trailer
Yo,
out in
it's
the
so
desert.
funny.
You know what I mean? Like, who was that? Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. Didn't he live out in a trailer like by himself? You know?
Yes, he did. He did.
Right, right. That's how
With
Brock Purdy
Renee's
lives. He's gonna
with
ride off. He's gonna snub Taylor Swift and ride off by himself back to his trailer and pop open a beer after beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Hooked Up Joe says Niners 24-21. I like that. Franklin says 31-21 Niners. I'm good. Thanks. And y'all G still say it's not a Super Bowl. It's a marriage proposal. I like that. The trailer that was a
Right,
mansion on the
right.
inside.
Because Brock Purdy's like rich, so yeah, it's like a palace on the inside, but it's an old dopey
Hey man,
trailer in the middle of the desert.
incognito, yo. You gotta be
That's how
incognito.
I
You
would
don't
roll.
have
If I ever won the lottery, that's how I'd roll. I'd just go get a
why would
tent
you
out in
want to
the
just
desert and make it a palace.
yeah, man, I'm telling you right now. But
Hey,
that
it's
is kind
like
of
that
funny,
in the
man. Well,
305, Miss Fins. There's some neighborhoods you roll in there and there's bars on the windows. It's like a dumping, and you go inside and it's like a freaking penthouse suite in the best hotel. You know, it's like, what is going on here?
yeah,
And people tell me, yeah, the law in Miami, they don't care. You can do anything you want as long as you keep it inside your house. I'm like, all right, cool.
literally,
So nothing goes
literally.
on in the streets. Everything's going on inside, you know?
Exactly. Oh, what was I gonna say? But you know one thing, color, real quick, because I forgot to go over the pickums for the Pro Bowl. We both picked the AFC. I picked 67-35 score. You picked 98-72. It ended up being 59-64
See, my game
NFC
script
win.
was accurate, though. I was a little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inflated in the numbers, but look, nobody cared, and they just started slinging the basketball points around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not. Hey, I won 67-35. I actually was
Yeah, true.
closer
So
to
you
the
were
winning
closer.
number,
Yeah,
But
you were on
yeah, no.
script and close to the number.
But we both picked the AFC, so we kind of lost on that one. We
Oh,
will be
NFC
picking,
won it.
yeah, NFC
Yeah, I
won
didn't
it.
even know who won the game.
Yeah, but we've got
You
again,
mean
ladies
our
and gentlemen. I'm
quarterback
gonna
could
be
only
doing.
imagine? Oh wait, you're telling me our quarterback could only score 35 points in a basketball game?
Well, we didn't play basketball, but
Might as well.
he
Well, it's
actually
floor
had one
hockey, maybe.
touchdown. I think Stroud had like three touchdowns. He had, I think, one or two touchdowns. If I'm not mistaken, or Stroud had two touchdowns. I think they both had two touchdowns. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He had to share it with CJ, huh?
And him, no, no, no. It's three quarterbacks. So him, the mustache, Garner Minshew, and CJ. CJ ended up doing two quarters. Um, Minshew did one, and Tua did the first one.
And the thing
So
about the accuracy challenge, I really don't hold no water to it, other than the fact that why did it have to fit every narrative that there is? Like, couldn't he have just come in fourth or something?
well, no,
You
but
know what I mean?
this is
Like,
what pissed me off about it is the fact that you're supposed to be the one to release the ball the quickest, and it was the slowest release.
right. And
You're
the
supposed
most
to,
accurate, like, right. It went
and it's
against,
like,
it
what's the
shot down every narrative about the guy.
It's like I can't help you if you don't help me, Tua.
And
Damn.
then
And let me tell
he
you,
can't,
it was the
then he
most
can't
watched.
that he
His
can't,
was the most watched.
right?
Like
That he can't
the people
perform,
were
and
tuning in to watch it.
right, that he's not quote unquote built for the moment. Whatever. It's like if he would have just come in third or fourth, okay, don't hold no water to it. But he's got to like not only come in last, but fit every narrative, every trope there is about him. Like, couldn't you have just like overcome one trope? Just one?
Look at G. He says Tua versus Skyler 3-round sparring match for the starting job.
I mean,
I got
if you'd have looked
1,000.
like garbage, if you'd have looked like garbage and you came in third or fourth, okay, fine, no big deal. Nobody's paying any. It's no big. It's not a real competition. But you looked like garbage and you weren't even competitive. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, have
It
some
looks like he was
self-respect
just
already.
he was there to be chilling, you know what I mean? Instead of
Exactly.
actually like it's a
But was
competition,
it?
bro.
But that's not what he said. He said in the interview
Oh, I didn't even see me do the interview.
that he was basically apologizing for his lack of performance because he was under pressure to win it. So he was trying. All these people that
Wait,
are like he wasn't trying, he
so he
literally
cracked
said he was
under
trying.
pressure. He cracked under pressure in a flipping Pro Bowl game.
But Miss Phins, they all said that he wasn't trying, that it was no big deal. But the man literally said out of his own mouth that he was trying.
It's like they were trying to help him, like, bro, it's okay. We know you're just chilling in the Pro Bowl.
I'm
Nobody
not
really
trying to
cares.
be argumentative. I'm just simply pointing out what the man said out of his own mouth
No,
was that he
and
was
what I'm
trying.
saying is everyone else was trying to help him out
Right.
to kind of brush it off. And he
Right.
literally put himself in the targeting. It was
Exactly.
like, bro, you can't even help us help you look good. Like everybody would have been okay. Like, man, nobody really
Like
cares.
when he
like
said that he's
bro.
got 4 things to work on in the offseason. He don't
Oh, I
have
didn't
to
even
say
hear
what
that.
those are. But he don't have to say what those are, Miss Phins. We know what they are. He knows what they are. They can't be
Did he
anything
say?
else.
What did he say?
So
What did he say?
he
What did he
simply
say?
said there's 4 things he's got to work on in the offseason. And the guy that reported
Only
it spoke for him. The guy that reported it, to be fair to Tua, everybody ran with it as if he said what the guy reported, and it wasn't the case. The guy that reported what he said gave his own opinion as to what those 4 things were, but Tua didn't say. To be accurate and fair and factual, Tua didn't actually say what the 4 things were, but he said there was about 4 things he needs to work on. So my question would be, let's rule out the 50,000 other things. It's not hard to know what those 4 things are. We know what he does well. He knows we know what he does well. So he must know we know what he's got to work on.
Yeah.
So the guy was right that put words in his mouth. The guy was right to put those words in his mouth because what other 4 things could there be?
Facts. Yeah,
Unless
I
you
like
go
that.
by
I
the
like the center
unless you
accuracy.
go by the accuracy challenge, then you could say, well, ball placement maybe.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Ryan? Welcome. What you doing, man? How you doing? But I like the center one with the long snappers too. That was a good one. I don't know how our guys didn't perform,
Yeah, don't we
but
have the best long snapper in the league? I thought our
we do.
guy
But he
was the
wasn't there.
guy. Oh, he
He
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there. Yeah, they didn't remember Super Bowl, so only
Yeah,
like
but
a
nobody knew who he was. Blake Ferguson, is that his name?
That's our dude. I'll take him because he's also our holder. And I swear on all that is holy, they better not
Is
touch
he
that
our
man.
holder? I thought
That
Bailey
was
was
him.
the holder.
No, you're right. The punter's the holder. So yeah, Jake Bailey.
Yeah,
Might be.
Dan
It is
Bailey.
Jake Bailey, please.
Dan
No,
Bailey.
it's Jake Bailey.
It's Dan Bailey.
It's Jake Bailey.
I'm telling you, it's Dan Bailey.
I'm not getting his name messed
Jake
up.
is too Irish. Bailey is Irish enough. Jake would be double Irish.
There's nothing
Pretty sure
wrong
it's
with being
Dan Bailey.
double Irish, bro.
Yeah, but it cancels
No,
out.
it's
Double Irish
what?
might as well be Japanese.
Irish?
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
heat over the Spurs. Let's go.
No, Dan Bailey's
Let's
the kicker for the
go.
Vikings.
Thank you, baby. Jake Bailey is our punter.
Damn,
Woo!
see, Man, I didn't even know
I'm
who
like, you
the.
trying
I'm
to tell me
sorry.
my guy?
I
Like I don't know
stand
my
corrected. No,
guys? Like I don't
Dan
know my
Bailey.
guys?
Dan Bailey's the
Thank
kicker for the
you.
Vikings, or was a
Thank
kicker for the
you.
Vikings.
Even though this is a Barbie shirt, but you know what I mean.
So yeah,
Thank
Jake
you.
Bailey. Get it
I'm
right,
like, no,
Miss
no, no.
Thing.
I know my guy. This
God,
is Jake Bailey.
I
Mm.
told you it was Jake Bailey.
What
I
the?
don't know what
I
you're
literally,
talking about.
you know, no, I told you it was Jake Bailey. Now, don't try to tour this and try to change it live so people don't know. Everybody can rewind this, and you know I said it first. So,
You're
anywho,
just a Jake
we're
Bailey
pushing
hater.
past this. How am I the hater and I'm the one that got his name right? You're the one that's the hater. Anywho, ladies and
Because you
gentlemen,
didn't allow me to get it wrong.
let's go back. You know what? Whatever. My keys to victory for the 49ers, so you guys can hear, are very simple. Contain Pat Mahomes, even though he can beat you with the
Flatten the
arms.
tires of Taylor Swift's
His
limousine.
ability, his ability to explain to now I can't even talk as I'm looking at Taylor Swift because I bought one of her magazines. But
Yo, if
anyways,
I was in that stadium and as soon as they went to Taylor Swift on the camera, I would flip off the lights to the box seat she's sitting in. I'd be
that's
back
really
there on the
mean.
light switch
I don't understand the haterness on her, man. Just let the woman be, my lord.
because there's
Anywho,
because there's like 46 times 2. What's that? 92? 102? Wait, 92? There's 92 players,
46 is 90.
right? 46 times 2 is 92, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
92.
yeah. So there's 91 other players on that field that have girlfriends and wives and mothers and whatever
And
else.
not one of them is a billionaire at
Okay,
34.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Like,
So right, I get it. So when Isaiah Pacheco scores and Kelsey's not even on the field to block for him, they don't need to be panning to Taylor Swift.
who are you to be complaining about her being a
I
fan?
don't
She can let her
I don't
fan the
think
way
you
she wants to
heard
fan.
me. There are 80,000 other fans in the stadium.
And
What
they
I'm
point to them
saying
all
is
the time.
right, what I'm saying is when Isaiah Pacheco scores on a run and Kelsey's not even involved in the play, they don't need to be panning to her. I
Before
get it.
she was,
I get it. I get it. Milk it all you want. Go
there you
pan
go.
to her.
Thank you. That's
Hold on.
that's
Hold
all
on.
they're doing.
Hold on. Listen to me. Put the camera on her every single time Kelsey touches the ball for all I care. If that's 150 times a game, fine. But don't put it on her when Pacheco scores a touchdown and he wasn't even on the field.
They're gonna milk it as much as possible. They're gonna
It's
milk it
just
as much as
yeah, but it
possible
gets
because
to
it's
the
all
point
about
where
money.
it makes people want to turn the thing off. To be honest with you, all they're doing is replacing fan for
Well, not
fan.
all
That's all
people,
they're
but
doing. All they're doing is replacing
yeah,
fan for fan. That's all they're doing
yeah, exactly. What's wrong with
because
that?
it makes me want to
They
turn the
just,
game off.
oh well, I mean, just don't look when they point to her. That's it.
No, I'm fine. Look,
Those are,
if they did it every single time he touched the football, fine, but not when he's not even on the field and Pacheco scores a touchdown. She's not the only Kansas City fan that ever lived in the world. She is
that
cutting
is
in
true.
she is cutting in the line of a zillion other KC fans that have been Chiefs fans their entire lives. And she's just going
What
to
do you mean
cut in
cutting in the
line
line? Who are
because
you
Pacheco
to
ain't her
tell
man.
her how to?
Because Pacheco ain't her
You don't
man.
gotta only root for her man if she's become
I didn't
a
say
fan
that.
of the
I
team.
didn't say that. All I asked,
Why can't she root for
why
everybody?
do I need to know that she's rooting for the Chiefs now? And that she's
Oh
not
my
only
God!
doing
Just
it
don't
because she's
look.
with
Then
Kelsey.
don't look,
And that she's not
bro.
only doing it because she's with Kelsey. The second they break up, she becomes a Dolphins fan. Bet that.
Why?
Because she ain't a Chiefs fan. She never was. It wasn't like she was out there
Who
like,
cares if she's
look,
a
look,
bandwagon
look,
fan? They're still a
listen,
fan.
listen. Marshall, right? He goes out there, he wears the lions on his shoulder. He always has.
Who?
Okay? Eminem.
Who?
He's
Who?
always worn the lions on his shoulder.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we always knew he was a Detroit fan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Red Wings, Lions, all of it.
Yeah.
Nelly
Hmm.
throwing out first pitches at St. Louis Cardinals games. The man has
He,
been a Cardinals
well,
fan his
no,
entire
sorry.
life.
Sorry, my bad. I was
We
gonna
knew
say
he
St.
was a
Louis. Yeah.
Cardinals fan the moment he entered the
That's good
scene.
for him.
Now all of a
So,
sudden she's a Chiefs fan. Really?
okay, good.
We've never heard that before.
So you're telling, so you're
As
saying that
soon as they break up,
she's not allowed to be a
as
fan?
soon as they break up, she is no
Is she not?
longer a Chiefs fan. Bet that.
Is she not? Is she not allowed to be a fan?
I'm not saying she's not allowed to be. I'm saying when Pacheco
Yeah.
scores a touchdown, that's why they shouldn't be putting the
You just
camera on
mad because
her.
she's a brand new fan, and you're just mad that they point to her a
Not what
million
I'm talking
times.
about. That's not you're straw manning me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when Pacheco scores a touchdown and Kelsey's not even on the field. Who cares what she thinks?
It's true. You don't care, and a lot of people don't care, and I get that.
Don't they
I
have
get
their don't they have their chief freaky or something that they could put the camera on when Pacheco scores?
like a super fan.
Yeah, or like a
Yeah, they
Chiefs
do.
for
They have
Cancer
a,
lady or something. You know what I mean? No, they got to put on Taylor Swift when
what do you think
Pacheco
they do
scores.
bro? They do it every flipping game. They showing the regular fans. Every game they show
Regular,
that.
keyword regular.
Exactly.
And when Kelsey
Regular
gets the
common
ball,
folk. I'm a
and when
regular
Kelsey
fan.
gets the ball, and when Kelsey gets the ball, they should show his girlfriend. Okay, fine. But not when everything else happens too.
Hey, listen, they're trying to
That's
look.
all I'm saying.
She doesn't. I get that, but they're
It's too much
trying
is
to.
all I'm saying. It's tacky. It's cringe.
And you know what? She's getting all this hate. It's not even her fault. She's just a fan.
I
But
know.
it's because.
That's what kills me about it. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God, I
Tua.
got it, bro. I
It's
got
just
you.
like Tua, Miss
I got
Vince.
you.
No,
She's
none of
being
what his
Tua.
fans
She's being Tua.
right.
She's
None
being
of what his
Tua.
fans do is his
She's
fault.
being Tua.
You know, right? And even the way,
Exactly.
and
She's
even the way,
being Tua, and I'm
right?
with you, Culler.
And even the way everybody treats to
She's
it.
being
That
Tua.
none of it's his fault. It's not our fault that the organization
No,
wants to keep giving him chances. He's going to keep walking through the door. I don't blame him for that.
exactly.
You know,
Hell no. Get your money, man. Are you kidding me? Pay for you know,
if
you're
the
a
Dolphins are
husband,
going to
you're a
be
father, you're a
stupid,
brother,
if
like
the Dolphins are going to be stupid and sit here and give you every chance in the world, take it. I can't blame him for that. I could want him out here, but that
exactly.
doesn't. I could want him
Exactly.
out of here, but that don't mean I blame him for wanting him out of here, or for not being out of
Exactly.
here.
Get your
You know what I
money.
mean? Hey, he's good.
Yeah.
If I was bad at my job and my company still wanted to keep me employed, I'm going to stay employed.
Keep getting bringing in the paychecks, you know what I mean?
Now,
But
I
can I
probably
finish?
wouldn't be
Because I
going to the
literally got
boss.
to
I
one
probably wouldn't be going to the
to
boss asking
victory,
for a
and
bunch
you
more
just
money, but whatever.
I got one key to victory and didn't even get to finish my. I got
All
half a
right,
key of victory. Thank you.
you're
You
gonna
don't
have
have
to
three.
pick this lock. You don't even get no key here. You just
Or
got to pick this lock.
my one thought of victory, since I can't even
Flatten
do a
Taylor
key.
Swift's limousines tires. That's what.
You see what I
The
mean?
only key there is.
Somebody sounds obsessed with T Swizzle. Just saying.
Oh, I am. I am officially obsessed now.
Yes, we
I
got
am her.
another one,
I
ladies
am
and
her.
gentlemen.
I am her biggest
We've
skeptic.
got
I am the
another
guy.
Swifty.
I am her. I am the guy. I am her I am her Michael Shermer. I am the biggest skeptic. I will be following her around her entire career,
We got
wagging my
another
finger.
T Swizzle
I'll be wagging
fan.
my finger.
I love it.
I'll be
I
jumping
love
up
it.
on
So now
stage
moving on.
when she is
First,
accepting her award. When she's accepting her music awards, I'm going to jump up on stage and take
I'm
all
never
the
gonna do it.
sunshine.
You know what? Now you're making me bringing it out. Shout out to Taylor Swift for being the first artist ever to have 4 Album of the Year Grammys. Shout out to her. It's never been done before. She was tied with two other
And the first one ever
phenomenal
to have somebody
artists,
come up on
three
stage
other
and try to
phenomenal
steal it
artists.
from you.
For well, yeah, that was ridiculous. But and she
Yeah,
was
I
a
mean, yeah.
teenager. She was
Well,
17,
what's
which
funny?
is
We talk
ridiculous to me.
about, hey, that
That was,
tweet earlier about all the stuff that Tua's been through. Man, Taylor Swift had somebody come up
everybody
on
goes through.
stage and try to. Taylor Swift had somebody come up on stage and try to steal her award from her. Man, like
Literally,
Tua, Tua
not
ain't
only
got
her
nothing on
award,
her.
the time for her to talk, because they give him like a minute to like do her
Right, right.
speeches. She couldn't even do her
Yeah,
speeches.
like Tua ain't
Like
got nothing
like
on her, man.
Beyonce was kind and allowed her to do. Yeah, Beyonce
Tua,
at least
Tua
allowed
ain't
her
got
to
nothing
finish her
on her.
speech.
She really knows what it's like to struggle. Like that's struggling. Tua
Mad
doesn't even have a
struggling.
clue.
No, he's just
Tua
been
had to deal
given
with
everything.
Brian Flores. Taylor Swift had to deal with
Because
Kanye.
because he didn't have Nick Sabian and he didn't have his daddy. I can't stand when people try to tell
Yeah,
me,
but
"Oh, Uncle Flores."
Taylor had to deal with Kanye though. I mean, for real.
But as a teenager, she wasn't even a woman. She was a kid, literally. But anywho, we're
And
gonna
then
move
he
over.
goes off the deep end, and the new Kanye would probably never do that to somebody.
Yeah, I don't think he will. Actually, yeah, not the new one, but yeah.
That's the new Kanye. Yeah, yeah.
hmm Now, can
The
I
one
finish
everybody
my?
hates because he's the new Kanye.
Can I get point two and three out? Or can I finish my half point? I
Wait, hold
still
on.
haven't gotten my point across.
All right,
Okay,
we're just
color.
now
I'm
over
on back.
2 hours, so you can go.
Oh, thanks. You're too kind. Number one, containment Holmes in the pocket. Yes, he can beat you in the pocket, but he's a bigger threat when he can extend plays, and that is his specialty. So, contain him in the pocket will be their number one, and that includes having a spy on him to make sure he doesn't take off running. Number two, contain Isaiah Pacheco. Yes, Isaiah Pacheco will is one of the main reasons why they've been successful this season is because Isaiah Pacheco has been able to gash you with some big running games. So if you
Timely,
contain him,
timely runs from him is why he's so
yeah,
good.
that's
Because,
another
like
thing
you said,
too.
he is under 1,000 yards, but they're just
Yeah,
timely runs.
but those are
Every one
guys
of those,
they
every one of
gash
those
you.
900, every one of those
Exactly.
900 something yards came at an important moment in the game. You know, when they needed it.
Exactly. And then I think the third one is kind of exactly. I think the third one's kind of simple. By containing my home in a pocket, you're able to. And the main reason why Kelsey's able to even get open is because of the breakdown of the play and the extension of the play. So if you're able to go ahead and keep him. Obviously, you're gonna have to double team him, keep him out. Right now, with the issue that they've had with the dropping, I still think that will be an issue coming into this game. But obviously, plays will be made by Kansas City. So if you can take care of one and two, I think three will take care of itself, in my opinion. On Friday, guys, I will be doing the game preview for the Super Bowl, so you don't have to worry about that. We will be going over in super detail. I'm gonna be breaking down what I just said more detail just to give you some examples and things like that. But that will be it. My three keys to victory for the Niners to win when it came to going against the Chiefs. When it came to their offense, obviously you want to keep Brock Purdy upright and understand that your Swiss Army knife and McCaffrey will be double teamed. And because of that, you're going to have to utilize your other guys. Good thing is that they have a stout offense that they're able to lean on, like a Debo, like an Ayuk, so on and so forth. So as long as they have those guys and they're playing at a high level, the 49ers will be able to give a very good offensive attack against the Chiefs. When it comes to the Chiefs, for their offense, I kind of already talked about it with what they can do. Obviously, with my home extending plays, Pacheco and his abilities. As far as their defense, you can see it there. They're gonna have to contain Christian McCaffrey because that man is a beast. As long as you can contain him and really keep him locked down, especially in the red zone because that's when he's most lethal. I think that you'll have a good chance of beating this team. And then you have to apply pressure if you're Kansas City to Brock Purdy. You're gonna have to apply pressure now, being that you have the number two defense in the league. I think they'll be able to do it. I actually have more faith in the Kansas City defense versus the 49ers offense than I do against the 49ers offense, meaning the defense will have a better opportunity versus the 49ers offense than I do the Kansas City offense going up against the 49ers defense. I still think the Niners offense will have a bigger issue going up against the Niners, the Chiefs defense. I don't know if I confused you guys because I semi confused myself. Kittle will
I
be the key
followed
to
it.
victory.
I
But yeah,
followed it. It was
okay,
logically
good.
sound.
Thanks. Thank you.
You almost
But
didn't
yeah,
get through it, but you got through it.
thank you. I appreciate that. And those are my keys to victory when it comes to that. And I think I kind of almost highlighted too, like the next one, as far as when it comes to like what players to watch out for. We all know the big players, guys. Like a Kittle, obviously, he's gonna be the unknown factor. And I know a lot of people talk about Scantley, right? But you're gonna have to watch out when it comes to the Chiefs in their players to watch out for. We already know Mahomes, Isaiah, Pacheco, and Kelsey. Those are the obvious. It's the role players who are gonna make the biggest difference. So Rasheed Rice, that's who
Oh,
you're
and
gonna have to
Andy
watch
Reid
out
is
for because
such a
that's the number one
master
right
at
now.
that too, Miss Fins. Like, it's not going to be you're going to do what you're going to do to contain Kelsey. You're going to do what you're going to do to contain Pacheco
But
and
he
their
ain't
number
gonna be
one
the one to
receiver.
beat you.
But who you're going to get a touchdown from, and who you can't be afraid to remind yourself to focus on, is who's the second guy, tight end two, Fant. Who was his name? Or not Fant?
No, no, Noah Gray.
Gray. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then Scantling. That's another one. These are the guys you have to really
Scantling. Yeah,
focus on, because those are the guys they're going to hit once you've taken out all their other stuff. And those
Valdez
guys
Scantling. Yeah,
eat all the time. And
all
likewise,
the time.
uh, the Chiefs can't be afraid to focus a little on maybe even spying Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy seems to be doing a pretty good impression of Lamar Jackson of late. So he's going to eat up a bunch of grass, and you can't be afraid to focus on
Right?
that. Otherwise,
Them legs have been moving.
that grass. So there's things like that.
I
I
agree.
mean,
They're gonna have to
it
watch
goes
out
both
for
ways.
John Jennings. John Jennings, I think, is gonna be one of those guys that incognito guy that they're gonna have to watch out for. Because we all know Kittle, we know Ayuk, we know Debo, we know Caffrey, obviously McCaffrey.
Hmm.
But to me, it's the Jennings, it's the Elijah Mitchells,
Hmm.
those
Hmm.
under the radar guys. Those are going to be the guys that are going to be able to extend the plays that you need, and then their main guys is going to come for the kill shot. But it's the under the
Yeah, and
pressure
then
guys when they
eventually you
need that
get Brock
extra, when
Jackson.
you're going to be focused on the main guys.
Yeah,
It's going to be the Jennings or the Mitchells that will beat you.
or the
Yeah.
Brock Jacksons of the world,
So
or the Lamar Purdy's of the world.
Brock Jackson, Lamar Purdy. I'm like Brock Jackson, and then I realized, wait,
I mean, he was doing his
that's
best.
actually
It was like playing an Atari emulator. It was
he
like,
was.
wow, he's actually
He was.
doing all right there, Mister
Yeah,
Purdy, Lamar Purdy.
it's true. It's true. And I and and you have to, I have to go back with what Lewis was saying earlier from live from Twitter. If you were listening to the show earlier, you saw what I meant. Until you beat the guy, it
Yeah.
ain't it.
Well,
They're kings of
I've
the court
also
right now. And
I've also seen Brock Purdy make an impression of Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes on the same play, like a couple weeks ago, doing that behind the back pass nonsense. It never got completed, but it was like, wow, this guy don't give up. He's like Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna just throw the ball any which way he's got to. He knew the guy was
And
there,
you
so
saw
he
that he's
just
got the
tossed the
arm
ball behind his
because he
back.
threw
It's like,
that last game. He threw a ball. He was mid-air, didn't even land. It was all arm and core. That I was like, and the precision because he was going up. He was going to his right. I mean, yeah, he was going to his. Was he going to his right? I'm thinking, and now I see every quarterback like Tua that's a lefty, and I'm like, nobody's a lefty except Tua. But he was going to his right, if I'm not mistaken, but it was off platform and in the air, and he was about to be out of bounds and still slinged it 40 yards,
oh yeah.
dime to McCaffrey, and stopped the clock. I was like, whoo. That was insane. Like in mid-air, like nothing planted. And I was like, man, this kid is special. You know what I mean? So it goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
it don't matter where you get a player.
the interesting thing about them, and him included, is their first and
Hmm.
second and third gear kind of are bad. But their fourth and fifth gear is like better than their opponent's first and second gear. It's like, why don't they just start
It's
off in
weird,
fifth gear? They'll be fine. You know what I mean?
right? Yeah, no. But to me, that's what I think those are the kind of players to watch out for, those incognito players. Obviously, I know they were smart to acquire Chase Young. They were smart to acquire all these other players that you saw, um, that at the end of the day are gonna help them. But in my opinion, if they can find a way to get to Mahomes and keep him there in that pocket, that gives him the best chance. Period. He's still gonna beat you, but he will destroy you if you allow him to be a two-way quarterback. You can beat someone that can beat you, but you cannot beat somebody that can destroy you. And to me, two-way players, two-way quarterbacks are the ones that he's gonna destroy you if you allow him to extend that. That's his bread and butter, extending. That's all he does. This man doesn't stay in a pocket. He's like, whoop, I'm out. I'm extending. And then he goes like, what? You're like, what is it with this? He didn't even stay. It was a clean pocket. Nope. He's just, whoop, I'm out. And I'm just gonna go. And like, just like, oh my God, he just loves flailing around. He will have to change. He will have to change his play as the older he gets, the more hits he takes. But that's just the way. That's just the way it is at this point. You're gonna have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, now let's go ahead and go into our impactful players for the Super Bowl edition. Uh, I will tell you this. I think that I'm not going to give you my score, who the winner is. I'll leave that for Friday. But I will say that um, it's going to be a close game. So I'm with you on that one. I think it's going to be a very close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I personally, as a football fan, I just want a good game. I almost, the second the Chiefs won, I was like, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I didn't give a I did not care who came out of the Lions and 49ers. I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Screw that. Screw them. I was so pissed. I was like,
Yeah, I forgot, Miss Fins.
losers.
He completed that pass. I
I
posted the
know.
link in the private chat. Check that video. It's only a couple seconds long, but he actually completed that pass I was talking about. They don't show the close up, but if you look at the close up, it's like he was literally facing the opposite direction and tossed the ball behind his back, over his head, behind his back, and completed it. But we talk about Patrick
Brock,
Mahomes
you
and
talking
all the
about.
stuff he does, right? Like Purdy ain't
Yeah.
gonna give up on a play either. This can be a pretty
No,
good
he's not.
game in that respect.
It is.
You're gonna have two
I mean,
quarterbacks that do not. You have two quarterbacks that do not want to take a sack. That will do anything with the football before they take a sack. That's gonna be fun to
hey,
watch.
what's up, Chris? How you doing, Chris? Yeah, no, they don't. Which is gonna be it's gonna make for very interesting football. But I'm talking about this game is making me feel like, okay, maybe we could watch the game. But yeah, no, I was so pissed. I'm like, man,
At
I
the
don't give a,
bar,
I don't, I don't. No, my family and I we throw a huge Super Bowl party every year. It's like a holiday for us, literally like a holiday. And I'm for the one Congress needs to ratify a bill that makes Super Bowl Monday a national holiday so everybody could be off. I don't care what anybody tells me. I take off like my boss already know. Man, I give them at the beginning of the year. I give them like, look, I'm gonna be off this day, this day, this day, this day, this day. Like, yeah. And that's definitely one of the days. I'm like, I'm just pre-telling you, I'm not available Super Bowl Monday for a reason. And it's funny, I do it before my coworkers kind of ask for the day off, like months in advance, because I make sure I'm like, hey, listen, I already got the approval.
Well,
Too
you
bad
know
for
how
you.
like even if you don't celebrate Christmas, right? You know how you know somebody that does? That's how the Super Bowl is. Like even if you don't watch the Super Bowl and you're not a fan of football, you know somebody that is. Everybody you know is going to be doing that this weekend.
Yeah, there's nothing no one's gonna be watching
So
that's not the
that's my
Super Bowl on
point.
Sunday.
But that's my point about the national holiday.
Whether
Like
you want to or not,
everybody
you're watching the Super Bowl.
everybody is either watching it or knows somebody that is. So there's perfect justification to have everything shut down on Monday. You know what I mean?
Thank you, thank you.
Because
Personally,
we
that
do it
I'm
for
just
Christmas, and again, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know somebody that is.
yeah, it's
And
true.
that's how it is with the Super Bowl. Even if you've never watched one in your life, you know somebody that is.
Hey, what's up, No Finland? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that's to me. I am all for it. It needs to happen.
Like
Congress, please
I
do
don't
it.
celebrate Valentine's Day, but I know people that do. you know,
Yeah, there you go. So our impactful players, I already got two of them, in my opinion, that are gonna have to. They're gonna have to. It's I already got three of
George
them.
Kittle at tight end.
So you tell me. No, that's
George
who I
Kittle at
had.
tight end.
Kittle as my
Yeah,
tight end.
I'd have to agree with
Yeah.
you.
So I got
We're
Brock
gonna probably
Purdy
agree
as
on a
my
lot. We're
impact
probably going
quarterback.
to agree on a lot of the
Yeah.
players because there's only
I
so
got the
many.
Niners defense, and I got Brock as my quarterback. So yeah, so I'm with you on that. As
Wide
far as running
receiver.
back, wide receiver,
Hmm.
oof,
It's either going to be Ayuk, Samuel, or Raji Rice.
I think
And since
Rice.
all that's all Kansas City's got, I'm going to go with Rice.
Yeah, I think Rice. I think Rice is gonna have to outplay. Actually, you know what? Okay, so that's your
He's going
wide
to have
receiver,
to make
right?
an
Rasheed
impact.
Rice. I'm with you on that one, but I'm gonna go a little bit different because I think because the wide receiver room in Kansas City has had such drop issues. I'm gonna go with the wide receiver in Kansas City too, but I actually think I'm gonna take
Scantley.
Valdez Scantley.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think he's the one that's gonna have to step up.
Then I'm going to switch mine. I'm going to go with Debo Samuel then
What the?
because he's kind of been a ghost.
Okay, Lebo. I could have had Rasheed Rice, but
Well, you can
whatever.
switch too.
Nah, I'm not switching. I already wrote that long ass name. Uh, I'm good. Quarterback, who do you got? Who's got to be the most impactful quarterback? I think
Chad
Skylar
Henney.
Did we both go back? We literally both went back because I just went the Dolphins back up. But holy smokes, oh snap.
I
That
don't even know who was
is
backup is for the
flipping.
49ers. Stidham? Is it Stidham?
Blaine Gabbert. No, no, no,
Blaine
Sam
Gabbert.
Darnold. What
Oh,
the?
Sam Darnold. That's right.
Sam Darnold, yo.
The ghost hunter.
Look at this. Does the referee count as an impactful player?
I mean, it is the Super Bowl, so
Oh,
yeah.
snap. It is a Super Bowl, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wait, didn't they say that this is a you guys might know in the chat, or you might know Color. I heard somebody say that the refereeing crew, there's one of them that every time Mahomes plays or whatever with this particular whatever, they win at like a 57% clip.
Well, I think the Super Bowl is a mix mash of the best at each spot. The best line
Is it
judge, the best back
okay?
umpire, you know what I mean? I think
Okay,
because
yeah, because it's an honor
they
to
all get
play in the Super
scored,
Bowl.
they all get graded on that all year long. Like people think that they don't hold them to account, like that people think there's no accountability, but that crew for the Eagles,
There are
they don't
tiers.
do.
There are tiers in the referee room.
That's what I'm saying. That crew for the Eagles probably ain't going to have a representative on the postseason squad. You
No,
know,
no, they got
maybe one of
downgraded.
them,
No, no,
maybe
no, they
one
got
of them.
downgraded. They got
Right,
downgraded.
but I'm saying like maybe
They
one
should
of
have been
them on the
fired, but they
team
have
might
a
be good
union.
enough. Yeah, yeah.
They got a union. Pacheco key for
But
Chiefs.
running
Debo
back,
key
I'm
for
gonna
Niners.
have to definitely go. I mean, I'm not gonna break tradition. I'm gonna go Joe Mixon because just Joe Mixon watching the game is gonna make an impact.
I'm not even gonna. I should have just put it in there, just knowing.
But
But can you
obviously,
give me a
I'd
second
have
one
to say,
beside?
God, I mean, who do you pick, Pacheco or McCaffrey? Because McCaffrey is pretty much a lot of their offense. So I'd have to go
Yeah, I would
McCaffrey.
say like easily 40% of their offense is
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
So I'd have to go McCaffrey. Has to have an impact for them to win. Yeah.
CMC. Okay.
Did we leave anybody
Um.
out? Defense.
Yeah, you got defense
49ers.
and quarterback.
49ers.
Yeah, I picked 49ers defense too. I
I
think
already gave my quarterback. I was dead serious.
Sam Darnold or Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, Chad Henne.
He's not playing.
Oh, Chad Henne ain't the backup anymore.
No,
Oh,
no.
oh.
Brock. It's Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, Brandon Allen for 49ers, and
Well,
for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Blaine Gabbert, and Ian Book. Which I thought Henny was also their backup too. Wasn't that the
I'm gonna
joke
have
that
to
Chad
go
Henne needed
Patrick
to struggle
Mahomes.
before the Dolphins?
Patrick Mahomes because their offense is terrible, and the only reason they win is because of him. So there you go.
He retired. It's saying here he's a former American football quarterback who played 15 seasons, number four. Yeah, he just played with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Did who is the Chiefs backup? Blaine Gabbert. Oh, the Chiefs signed veteran Blaine Gabbert to fill the role of Chad Henne, who retired last season after 5 years as the primary backup to what? Oh, he retired last season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn, he wanted to go out on top. If that man could have had another, you freaking telling me Chad Henne has a Super Bowl ring before the Dolphins?
Yep.
Oh God,
Yep. Chad Henne.
Chad Henne, who let's be real, didn't really have a team on. He didn't. Uh, he had he had semi of a team, like half a team. But
Nah, we were
really,
fine. The guy just wouldn't throw the ball deep. He just wouldn't do it.
what's up, Villain? How you doing, buddy? What's up, EM? I see you. I see you. New Finland says Pacheco key for Chiefs, Debo key for Niners. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. What's up, Mr. Polk? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And I guess we'll have to
What?
go 49ers defense because we know the Chiefs have a good one. So
Exactly, yeah. Oh, so Blaine Gabbert, or you're gonna stick to Chad
no, I'm
Henne, who
going Patrick
retired?
Mahomes.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Okay.
Yeah, because their whole offense is their offense is trash. I mean, the only reason they are where they are is because of him.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I can't believe Chad Henne retired. He
The
retired as a super.
49ers could actually still pull it out with Sam Darnold if they had to.
Could they though? Yeah, actually, they could. I have to agree with you on that one. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, it looks like Kenny, my man, He retired as a Super Bowl champ. He's like, that's it. I can't get any higher. Man, I would have if I was him. I would have stayed in. You know, make your minimum.
Don't get me
You make
wrong.
your
I
vet
want to correct
minimum
something.
with,
Go ahead.
and you get paid to do nothing. I'm saying if I was Henny, I'm like, wait a minute. I get to back up Patrick Mahomes. I don't ever have to play. All I do is play around and practice.
Hmm.
I not play around, but stay healthy enough and blah blah blah, and get paid what vet minimum,
Hmm.
and be enjoying myself for playoffs, potentially going to another Super Bowl run. Like heck yeah, I'm staying. I understand trying to go out on top, but dude, you're getting free money essentially. That's like the easiest, most cake position. The
Free
backup Patrick
football
Mahomes.
games.
Ooh, free football games, free traveling. You never gotta worry about playing. You come on, dude. You getting straight money to do nothing. Like I'm staying in. Man, you know what, Patrick Mahomes, I will be your backup for the next 10 years because I believe in you. Man, you know how much people don't understand this. What is the vet minimum
Like 3 million or something.
for QB?
It's like
And
3 million or something.
I think it is, but I'm gonna ask. Okay, the minimum salary for NFL player 1 year experience is $870,000. That's the minimum. A rookie, yeah, that's well, that's for rookies, but let me see if it tells me for veterans. Okay, here it is. Okay, for the veterans, while veteran minimum salary will increase to $915,000, so about $1 million. That's what that is. So look at that. That's what that is. NFL players with 1 year experience get 870, 2 years, 943 years. Obviously, you're gonna be making like a couple $1 million as a vet minimum, right? Who what are you gonna do in the rest of your life?
Hmm.
And Chad Henney is super young. He's 6'3", 38 years old. Like, bro, make your money. Do nothing. You know what I
That's what
mean?
people forget when they're so unwilling to accept that somebody doesn't want to win or doesn't care to win. Like, there you go. Like, Chad Henney won in life. Like, it don't
Literally
matter. You know
super
what I mean?
one
Like,
hit with life. Yeah. Like holy smokes! Like this man literally won. Let me see.
give me
Net worth,
100,000 a year and the free bench seat at the football games every year. I don't
bro.
even need the
Guess his
million.
net worth. Get his net worth. Guess his net worth right now.
10.1 million.
17 million, and he was making 1.1 million, 1.12 a year as a backup. You telling me I get $1 million to chill for 3 months and then chill for the entire year because all I gotta do is just go to the gym, stay active, blah blah blah. I get to enjoy my family in the off season, and all I'm doing is literally backing up Pat Mahomes, who's doing all the work. Like, yo, I'm chilling till I'm 67. Like, you give me my $1 million a year? Are you kidding me? What? You're never gonna make any more money than that. You know what I mean? Brock Purdy makes just a little less than Skyler. They're next to each other on the list. Yeah, it makes sense. Both seventh round picks because Skyler was seventh round, but he was a higher seventh round than dead last. So heard a lot of Tannehill 2.0. We aren't going that far. I don't know. Villain. Hopefully not. I'll tell you that. But I'm serious. I'm just saying. If I'm Henny and I'm on a winning team with a young quarterback, give me my millie every single year for me to chill. Are you kidding me? And I'm telling the wife and kids, like, yeah, sweetie, I love you guys. Daddy's got to go to work. You know what I mean? And make this millie. Like, that's all I'm doing. I'm making my millions, investing my money, raising the kids, raising the family, enjoying life, and winning Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Like this man is how many Super? Now I gotta check how many Super Bowls because I think he's got two Super Bowls. Super Bowls. Two-time Super Bowl champ, Chad Henne. Can you believe that? Two-time Super Bowl champ, Chad Henne. Dude, like the man is living. The man is winning. I love it. I love it. I
I think
love
it's
it.
all your fault, Miss Phins. You're the one that had to r- rush him out of here.
I didn't, but
That's the way I heard it.
I can understand. I can understand. I'll tell you this. Shout out to him and his family. Man, he made 40 million over 15 years. 24 million of it was in the Jaguars. Wow. Wow. Unreal, man. Unreal. I'm telling you right now, unreal. Top backup quarterback contracts by total value. Okay. So far. 35.15 million, 34.1 million, 14 million, 11.25s. Can you name me those top four players, backup quarterback
Ryan
players?
Tannehill. Is that
He's
one of
not.
them?
No, he's
No.
not one of those. No. But go ahead.
Uh, Jimmy G.
Mm.
Huh?
I'll be nice and I'll give you the team. Oh, damn, I don't know who.
Is this of all
Broncos.
time?
No, 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 no. Playing right now in the league right now. Broncos. I think 49ers, but I think he got traded. Uh, was in Commanders, but then got traded. And this other guy was also in the Broncos and got traded.
Drew Lock.
Nope. Currently playing right now. Yeah.
Brock
You're not gonna.
Osweiler.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna help you. Number four at 11.25, Trubinsky.
Wow. Boy, done good with his money.
14 million, Tyler Heineke. These two are insane. 34.1 million, Trey Lance as a backup.
Wow. Well, he got a big rookie deal.
And with the number one overall backup quarterback contract, the total value 35.15. Can you think who? Who?
Uh,
It's in the he's in the AFC. I'll give you that.
uh, Kyle Allen.
No. I'll make it even easier. He's in our division.
Tyrod Taylor.
Nope. Come on, man. I'm gonna give you one more.
Wacky Zach.
Damn, hooked up Joe got it. Holy smokes. Oh,
Yeah, Wacky
snap.
Zach.
Zach Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, has the largest value contract as a backup all
Oh, I
than
thought you were
all
saying net
backup.
worth.
No, no, no. Contract by total value, 35.1 million.
Oh, well, that's going to be your easily your rookie busts or second year, third year guys that are busts. That's who's going to be.
Yep. Him and Trey Lance because they don't get
We're about
opportunities.
to follow that up. We're about to add two to that list.
I don't know about that, but let's continue. Let's go back to it because man, I thought that was interesting. Like, dang, Zach Wilson, oof, oof, oof. But there it is. There it is. Now, what are you expected of the quarterback out of the coaches from each coach overall? Oh wait, before you answer that, because that'll be the last thing we talk about. My running back that I'm picking, because I know you pick Patrick Mahomes, CMC, Debo, Kittle, Niners, right? I pick Brock Purdy, Scantley, Valdez, Scantley, Kittle, and 49ers. My running back, my most impactful running back, okay, it's actually gonna have to be Elijah Mitchell, not CMC. It's gonna be those non obvious players, the non stars who are gonna have to go ham, in my opinion. And I think Elijah will have to be that guy, in my opinion. So there you go. And people can't say I wasn't biased. I picked Valdez Scantley, who's in the Chiefs, as one of my people. So, anyways, and last but not least, Color. Talk to me. What are your coach's expectations?
Mm, well, Shanahan's gonna let Brock play, and I mean I don't know what else to say because he's just calling a very systematic West Coast offense. Um, but as far as the other side, Andy Reid, I mean, Andy Reid is Andy Reid, and he's gonna. What I expect out of him is a game plan designed specifically to win this game against this opponent that he's had ready to go for 4 or 5 weeks. You're going to see a lot of usage from guys you never heard of, things like that. On the defensive side of the ball.
From the Wars.
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, you got
Agreed.
Spagnola who's ready to make another mark, another feather in his cap with another great defensive performance in a
Man, that
Super Bowl.
defense
So
though. That defense
I don't know
though.
what to say about the Niners defensive coach.
That defense though. Dang. Stout defense for the Niners. I mean for um the Chiefs. So it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Come on, baby. Yes. That's what I'm flipping talking about. Thank you, you bastards. Sorry, I got something that I really was looking for. So excuse me. Anywho, so obviously, for me personally, what I expect from I'm gonna start with Chiefs Andy Reid. I expect Andy Reid to, like you said, to utilize their players. He's gonna have to be more creative than he has been before because of the inconsistency in that wide receiver core. In my opinion, obviously leaning a lot on your quarterback is gonna be the obvious thing, but and to me, I would say that I expect Andy Reid to really lean on the other players more besides Patrick Mahomes. I still expect Justin Watson to be very part of it, even though obviously hasn't had that much. You're gonna see the Kadarius Tony that people always talking about. Oh, he's dropping balls left and right. Okay, you're gonna see Edwards Alaire. He's gonna have to be impactful. Sky Moore, you will see him. Miko Harmon, he's gonna have, you know what I mean? Those backup players are gonna have to be the ones to step up because we know that
And I don't know what's up with Miko. He never had a problem catching Mahomes' passes. I
yeah,
don't.
but I don't know what's
I
going
don't know
on,
what.
but
Yeah, I mean, I thought he would be a. I thought that was kind of a score for them getting him back, but
yeah.
hadn't been nothing. It's pretty easy
So
when
I
you
expect
got
those second.
when you got a defense, triple teaming Tyreek Hill, and you've got a quarterback willing to throw to Miko. That's why he looked so good back then.
That's why I expect to I, I expect those extra guys to be the ones to do it. The secondary guys to be the ones, and I think that's
Hmm.
what what's his name is going to end up using. So that's my expectations of it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, as far as
Yeah, if you want a fantasy sleeper, pick the cheapest wide receiver that can be had on the Chiefs, and Andy Reid will make sure he gets a touchdown.
seriously.
That's Andy
Somehow
Reid's MO.
he's gonna manage to use them in the red zone. Yep.
I gotta
Yep.
take this phone call, Miss
That's
Minnie.
my okay. So that's gonna be it. And then when it comes to for Shanahan, I expect him to have to be very creative with that defense because um, you're going up against the Super Bowl champs. There's nothing you can do, in my opinion. You got to leave it all out there. You know, it's the Super Bowl. There's no more game after this. And he's going to have to be very, 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 very. He's going to have that defense ready. And I get it. They have their own DC and whatever. But that defense, I expect him to lean hard on that defense. And you've seen that the Chiefs have been kept to low pointage. You know, they have been kept to low points. If you can manage to keep them to low points and lean on your strong suits, like we talked about, like the Debo, Ayuk, CMC, you know what I mean, then you should be good. Buckner versus Moody. So there's gonna be a battle of the kickers. You know what? Yo, Newfoundland, you might actually be right on this. I think so. I think it might actually end up
I
being
mean, that's how I have it ending.
battle.
Either by a missed field goal from
Yeah,
the Niners or a game winner from Butker.
I think the person.
I
I
just
think
like
it'll
saying
ultimately.
Butker's name. That's what.
I think the team in the drive that doesn't score in the red zone will be the team that loses. You gotta take you. You know what I mean. Even the spread is one. Yeah, the spread villain is at 1.5. This game is like super close. I'm not gonna give you my again. I'm not gonna give you who I think is gonna win, or the score. I'll do that on Friday when we do the game preview. But that's why, like, I already know and I already have what I think this game is gonna be. I don't. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is gonna be a shootout" and things like that. Vegas doesn't think so. It probably thinks it's gonna be low 20s from being the over under 47.5 points. But to me personally, I still think this is gonna be a very interesting game, man. And now I want to watch it. Before I didn't want to watch it. Now I want to watch it. You know what I mean? We gotta see. We gotta see. But I am. I will give this gem to Mike Shanahan. He's found ways in the last few weeks to still come up with a win being down. And you don't wanna take
Yeah,
that
his
into the
name
Super
is
Bowl.
Brock
It's gonna
Jackson. Put a name on it. It's Lamar Purdy.
I think I like that name. Lamar Purdy. Yes. So I you gotta put it on Lamar Purdy figuring it out. But that's who I am. That's who I think that's gonna be their superpower, being able to manage that. If they do end up going down, not to go down too much, it is a Super Bowl. But hey, you can expect it. And I didn't forget, but usually I start out with the injury report, but for this one, I didn't. Very simple. Arik Armstead, the defensive end for San Francisco, and George Kittle are both questionable for the game. Joe Thuney, Jarek McKinnon, and also Charles Omenihu are all well, Joe Thuney's questionable. Jarek McKinnon is slotted to return for the Super Bowl. And then Charles Omenihu, he was placed on the IR. That's it. So that's your injury report with that game, which I always do. And again, I'm gonna give you
Well,
all the
I
updates and everything
understand that
else.
CBS is contracted to show Taylor Swift at least 3 times. So that's 21 points right there for the Chiefs, right off the bat.
Dang, I can't even understand. Let me see if there's an over under. Over under
on how many times they show
Taylor
Taylor Swift.
Swift
If that over under is
side.
4, then you can count at least 21 points for the Chiefs just on that alone.
By the way, there are actual prop bets apparently. So basically, somewhere between every 8 to 13 minutes, we had a Taylor Swift sighting in an NFL game. That's hilarious. Let me see what they say. Apparently, one of the prop bets is above or below 4.5 times. Ooh, that's one of the
So
the
that
the
right there,
prop.
you can count on 21 points at least for the Chiefs. At least. That's
You know
bottom
what? Let's do
baseline
it. Let's do it. T
baseline number of
Swizzle.
points.
Give it to me, people. Over under.
Because listen,
Everybody put it down. I'm giving.
because right, because listen, Miss Fins, even if the under hits, right, it's
Mhm,
only gonna miss it by 1. So
pretty much.
that is a guaranteed 21 points for the Chiefs right
Here
there.
you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give a Dan Marino because it is a Super Bowl. I gotta go big. I'm giving away a Dan Marino Funko Pop, brand spanking new. Okay. I'm looking, and if by the way, if all of you guys see 1234 F's, we have one from him. Shout out to the Dean family who actually has it for him to ship to him, but I still haven't seen him anywhere. If you guys see 1234 F's, can you guys do me a favor? Tell him to come over, so or tell him to reach out to me via email, so I can go ahead and get him what do you call it? Get him his gift. But this is a
Well,
completely separate one that I
I haven't yelled
purchased.
at I haven't yelled at him in a long time, so it ain't got nothing to do
So
with
yeah,
me.
but there you go.
Hope
Dan
he's all right.
Marino, ladies and gentlemen. I hope so too. But that's in that retro, you know what I mean? That retro. Dan the man. So that's gonna be our Super Bowl giveaway. It's gonna be fun. So let me write down, hold up, because we've done this before. So let me copy paste the
Yeah, I'm
contest
taking the
again.
over.
Hold up, hold up.
I
Um
might even put 5 on that bet.
Oh, this is hilarious. And you see, people, we have nothing but fun over here with Miss Fans. Nothing but fun. Okay? Okay. There you go. Okay. So I got myself, Color. You say you're taking the under or the over? Huh?
I'm taking the
Let me
over.
see. You're taking the over? Okay. Now the way it goes, guys, it's whichever side wins. If over wins, then everybody that picked over will be pulled into it, and then we'll spin the wheel, and then poof, we'll give it to that person. And then same thing for under. So I've got. Let me see if I can go back. Da, 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 da. Okay. So far I've got. Let me see. Anybody said over under? Okay. So hooked up Joe, you're starting it. Thank you, sir. Hooked up Joe. You say over. Okay. Villain, what's up? Shout out to Villain. He says under. Okay. It is a Super Bowl. I want to say under, right? But I think I'm gonna go over with this one. I think I'm gonna go over with this. 4 9. Wait, that means that they gotta show her 5 times in the entire Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, how long is the Super Bowl? It's 4 hours, people.
That's 1
Didn't
per
didn't
quarter. Miss Fins, that's 1 per quarter plus halftime. That's 5 right there.
Yeah, I gotta go over. Okay.
And we're
So what
not
are we
counting
picking?
commercials. We're not counting commercials, right? The
No, we're
Capital
not
One
counting
commercial
commercial.
doesn't count. Right.
No. That was because that was her concert. That's why they had that. But no.
Right.
So we're doing, and because he's asking,
Now, if
okay,
they
how
have a
many
commercial,
times?
well, wait a minute though, Miss Fins. If they have a commercial where she has a pre-recorded statement saying how much she loves Travis Kelsey, then that does count. But they won't do that. I'm just
Okay, I
saying.
gotta write that down.
You know,
How many times? So the what are we doing? Okay, in case you New Finland wants to know. Everybody else too, if you can do me a favor, jot it down real quick and
Okay,
let
so
me
let
know because it's gonna be a
real
little
quick
fun.
for the update Newfoundland and others. So the over under for Taylor Swift sightings during the game is 4.5. So this is one of those this is one of those 2-leg sweepstakes where you guess whether that's over under for a chance to win this Dan Marino big head doll that Miss
Oh no,
Phins is
Funko
giving
Pop,
away.
Funko Pop.
What
I'm
is it
giving
called?
away is a Funko Pop.
Oh, it looks
See,
like a
it's a
big
little
head.
pop. It's a
It
pop
looks like a
figure.
big head Marino.
It's a little
Anyway,
pop Funko Pop. There you go. Dan
right on, right
Marino,
on.
old school, classical. You see him? You see him right
Yep,
there?
yep.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
so every so
Dan
for
the man.
instance, if you pick the over and the over hits, then you will be entered in the spin wheel for the chance to win it. So it's a double
Yep.
leg sweepstakes. First order of
Exactly.
business, over under 4.5, and Newfoundland has taken the over.
Hmm.
Easy
And we said
pickings.
no commercials. Let me, because I gotta write
I
this down.
might even add. Miss Finns, when I lay my $5 down, I might even add a point to that. You know what I mean, and get better odds.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what
So
that means.
you can tell Vegas, you can basically tell your bookie, hey, if the over under is 4.5, add another to that, make it 5.5, so I get better odds and can win more if it hits 6. You see what I'm saying? So you can force
Mm.
yourself to have a harder bet if you want better odds. You know what I mean? Same with
Oh,
same with
okay.
same with the
Oh.
spread. Same with the spread. If if the spread is -1.5, you might be willing to make it -2.5 or whatever. You know what I mean, and get better odds. It's like adding point. It's called adding or points or subtracting points. So in this case, I might tell my bookie, hey, the over under is 4.5. I'll take 5.5, but I'll get better odds and potentially win more if it hits 6. So in other
All
words, if
right. Cool. There you go.
let's say let's say I was already convinced before I even knew there was a prop bet, I was already convinced that they're going to show her 7 times, right? And I find out the over under is 4.5. I would easily add a point to that because I already thought they were going to show her 7 times. So why wouldn't I take 5.5? You see what I'm saying? That's
That
adding
makes
points.
sense.
Man,
She's
I'm
gonna
so
get more
convinced.
TV
I'm
time
so
than
sure.
Budweiser.
Yeah, I'm so sure at 4.5 that I'm willing to add a point to that. It still take the bet. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure it'll get you better odds. Like if you do the exercise of running a bet slip and adding points, you can see how much better the odds would be if you add a point to it. Like we're
Yeah.
right now,
So
what's the money line on 4.5? Is it like -115 or something? Or minus
oh,
110?
hold on. Let me
So you got the
check this.
spread, which is 4.5, but you
Oh,
also got
just
the
so
odds
fun.
of that happening. Like the odds for the over would be -110, probably.
Let me see. Um, IDP guys. Okay. Is
Yeah, I
this?
can look too real quick. I don't know if my site has a prop bet for her or not.
Apparently, everywhere they do. Apparently. I don't know. So just I don't know if I'm reading this right.
I
For
mean, my site is the type that would for sure. Let's see here.
So I guess yeah, over under 4.5 times. So that means
NFL
that she's gonna be
Super
shown.
Bowl.
Now remember, it's gonna be 3.5 hour game in real
Super Bowl
life.
Taylor Swift props. Look at this. I got it
Wait,
categorized.
wait, can you share it? Please share it. Can you share? Can you show? Put it up for people to see. 'Cause I
Uh,
think that's a that would be.
yeah, I
Oh man,
suppose.
that would
Well,
be
hold on. Let me log out
that.
first.
Okay.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift Super Bowl 58 hairstyle.
Oh,
Hair down at Super Bowl -300. Hair up at Super Bowl +200. So if you think she's gonna wear a bun,
down.
you get yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, that's
I'm a
hilarious.
Swiftie, and I'm telling you right now, she's gonna be wearing her hair down.
Super Bowl
I'm telling,
58
I'm
lipstick
telling you right
color.
now.
Her lipstick color
Oh,
minus
red,
1,000. I was gonna
red.
say that's minus 1,000 for red, and plus 400 for any color other than red.
So, question. So, if it's
So the
minus one
field is
thousand,
red. The
what do
field
you have to?
is
What do you
anything
have
but red.
to?
So minus
What do you
1,000
get?
means minus 1,000 means that you're going to get minus 10 to 1 odds, which means that for every
Yep, that's true,
100
Dylan.
that you bet, for every 100 you bet, you'll win $10. So it's not a good bet. Because it's such a sure bet, it's not a good, you don't make a lot of money betting it. You know what I mean? So you'll
Yeah,
get your
I'm
100
like,
back. So you'll
listen,
get your
people,
100 back.
people.
So Miss Fins, so you'll get your 100 back.
See, hair down,
Right.
red lipstick. Like
Right,
this is
right.
it. Like, you know what I
So
mean?
Miss Fins, if you bet the minus 1,000 and she wears red lipstick, you'll get your 100 back and you'll get $10. If you bet any other color but red and she doesn't wear anything, then you will win 4 times your $10. So you'll get your $100 back plus 400.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, from your resident Taylor Swift fan, telling you right now, people,
So the
just
reason
trust
you would
me.
make so much money is
It'll.
because it's very unlikely that she's not going to wear red lipstick. You see what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. They
But
have
still,
flipping
but plus
prop bets.
400 though, considering it's minus 1,000 for red and plus 400 actually ain't too bad for anything but red. That's actually a like something you might want to put a couple bucks on, you know.
So
Just
like
what if
five
she doesn't
bucks?
feel like well, what if she doesn't feel like wearing lipstick that night, you know?
Ain't no way that woman is not wearing lipsticks. Boy, I'm telling you right now,
So
ain't
it
no
would be
way
$5.
that woman's not
So
wearing
it
lipstick.
would be $5 to win 20. So you see how that's like a stupid bet? That'd be like throwing away $5.
Okay, okay, got it. And your $5 will go to the people that win $10.
But a $10 bet would only win you $1. So that's kind of like throwing away money too. Yeah, you're gonna gain $1. You'll have $11 at the end of the night when you started with 10. But so what? You
Hey,
know what I mean?
a dollar, a penny saved is a penny earned. A dollar saved because of
Here's a good one.
inflation. Is a
Here's a
dollar
good one.
earned.
Miss Fins, here's a good one. Taylor Swift to show cleavage. She does not show
Where are they
cleavage
seeing?
is she does not show cleavage is minus 400 and she shows cleavage plus 250.
Minus 400, ladies and gentlemen. I know
So
my girl.
if you bet $100 that she shows cleavage,
It's a football game. I'm telling you right now, she's wearing a
you'll win
jersey, a
250.
customized jersey. It's gonna be indoors. It's gonna be in the winter. She's gonna wear a fly ass jacket and a custom jersey. I'm telling you, I know my girl. Please,
How about this one?
no cleavage. Watch.
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes wear matching tops. No is minus 900.
Wait,
Yes,
what?
Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes wear matching tops.
This stupid.
Minus 900 for no, plus 400 for yes, and they must be the same top. Must have identical tops.
First of all, I just want to put it out there. I absolutely passionately dislike Heifer Mahomes. You heard me. I said it. I can't stand her. All she wants to do is, oh, we're besties, we're best friends. She's just sucking and her lips are red, not because she wears lipstick. It's because she's kissing so much backside from T Swizzle that is just so annoying. Her and Brother Mahomes, morons, and I can't stand them.
Yo,
Both of them. They can fly somewhere else. They're such an embarrassment. Such an embarrassment.
Miss Phins,
I can't.
the site that I'm on is making fun of the Taylor Swift bet. Like it's not a serious bet. It's a free bet. In other words, it's one of those promotional bets where you're pretty much guaranteed to make some money because they say minus 10,000. Okay. Number of times Taylor Swift shown on Super Bowl broadcast. And it's minus 10,000, but there's only one choice you can make. And the choice is too many times, which is more than once. That's what it says. They're giving you a free bet, basically. They're saying minus 10,000 for too many times, and in parentheses it says more than once.
Bro, that's hilarious.
They got some stupid ones on here though. The Super Bowl MVP to mention Taylor Swift.
No.
Does Travis Kelce do Taylor's heart hands during the game?
Yes.
Yes is minus 110. No is minus 150. So they're expecting him not to. I'm sorry, minus 130. Taylor Swift to become pregnant in 2024.
Okay, people. I'm not going to get into her personal life like that. Stop.
Who will Taylor Swift endorse for president in 2024? No action if no endorsement.
I'm not getting into that. Don't.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to say.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
we're
say
not
how
gonna-
stupid some of these are.
Please. Yeah. I'm feeling stupider
Taylor-
by this second.
Look at
this. People bet on anything they do, though.
Will Taylor Swift write a song about Travis Kelce in 2024?
Negative 1 million. Yes.
No, Miss Phins, no is only minus 450. Yes is plus 225.
Wait.
It's a pretty decent
So
bet.
they're saying
Like
that they don't think that she will?
It's right. They don't think she will. That has the better odds. But as far as a small bet with a bad chance to win, but decent payout if it does, and plus 225 is saying it's somewhat possible. You know what I mean?
Now I have to watch the flipping Super Bowl, man. This sucks. Yeah, it is funny. Well, listen. Let's go with the I think that was for me personally.
But
there was your daily Taylor Swift action.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though 4.5 times, that should at least guarantee the Chiefs 21 points.
Right?
Because they're going to show her at least 3. And that's likely after touchdowns.
Yeah. I agree. Or if what's his name gets a very big play. So
well, Butker could kick a field goal and they would show her for that too.
Probably. Oh man. See, I'm telling you right now. Look at it. This is how the show works. Roll with it. Yeah, listen,
the over under
like
the over under how many times they show Taylor Swift after a Harrison Butker field goal. 0.5. That's what I'm setting the over under at. 0.5.
You're gonna set that? What are you giving the fans? What are you giving the fans?
Over. I'm saying over. I'm saying they're gonna have the gall to show her after a Harrison Butker field goal.
Man, you're really feeling that? I'm not even.
Watch. I bet you it's going to happen, Miss Phins.
No commercial, but there is a commercial if she says
I'm putting the bolo out on it.
about Kelce.
Yeah, I'm putting the bolo out on it. Be on the lookout
Pretty
for
special.
them showing her after a field goal.
Yeah, probably. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Super Bowl League Wide Wednesday with our awesome contest that we have for your very own Taylor Swift. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, Dan Marino, Funko Pop people. See. Yeah, Dan the man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Absolutely. And if anybody sees 1, 2, 3, 4 F's, please let him know that I'm looking for him so that way we can do it. If you want to be part of the awesome giveaway we're giving, it's very simple. Put on the comment section real quick, Miss Fans, the over under 4.5 times they will show Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. And now I'm actually kind of thinking there's gonna be so much going on in the Super Bowl that I think it might actually end up being under. Ooh, I might have to change this. Because, there's always so much in the Super Bowl that's going on. The a million commercials, which is why it takes forever. They'll start at 6:30, right? Which is 6:30 our time, ladies and gentlemen, meaning Eastern, meaning the Super Bowl will actually end up being 3:30 p.m. local time, right? Afternoon. And typically when they start at 6:30, they go for at least 4 hours, man. This Super Bowl will be done by like 10 o'clock. So 3.5 hours, 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, right? Under 26 points for the game total. Ooh, 13-10, says
They're
Villain.
going back to
Yeah,
the
no, well,
old
they
official
actually have.
start time of 6:18. Remember, it used to always be 6:18 exactly. Was the
It's weird.
kickoff time?
No,
They stopped doing that like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
yeah, no, they got it at 6:30 now. So because it used to be 6 o'clock, but they kick off at 6:18.
6:18. It
Now
was
they got it.
exactly
Yeah,
6:18 every year. Yeah.
but
That was
now
like
they
the no.
are.
That was like the known time. Nobody had to ask. You knew it. Everybody knew it was 6:18.
Yeah, well, now it's 6:30, so be ready. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be looking. Let me know. You know what? I'm gonna expand it because this is fun for League Wide Wednesday. But I'm gonna expand it. I'm gonna go ahead and go tomorrow when I do the show tomorrow morning, and Friday we'll also let everybody for the game preview. Also be part of it, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Fins. I'm Miss Fins. This is Caller Commentary. This is League Wide Wednesday. And in case if you're new, because we were talking about obviously our pickings for Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. The way this puppy works, League Wide Wednesday, is we we have a lot of fun throughout the entire show. So I a lot of new people, so I gotta say it. But there's only one game. Typically we go through our preview or our recaps of the week before, and then the preview the games coming up. But there's literally only one game, so it's kind of minimal time, obviously, that we have. But I appreciate all of you guys coming through. Thank you so much. Hit the like button on your way out again. Miss Fans Color, any last comments, sir, on our awesome Super
No,
Bowl?
man. Somehow we got through one stinking game in 3 hours. I don't know how we did that, but
I don't
I think
get
it's
it
all your
because
fault.
we can go through like, what is it, 13 games in the regular season? 14, 15, 16 games? An hour and a half, 2 hours. One game, 3 hours later.
I think it's because you had to bring up Taylor Swift.
You're the one that kept it going. I was cool, chilling with just
Hmm.
hey, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, just
Hmm.
talking about it. But
Yep. Yep.
there you have it, ladies
Yep.
and gentlemen. Yes, new feeling. See you later. Fins up, guys. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you again. This is League Wide Wednesday. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And again, shout out to all of our members. Thank you, man. You guys are awesome. Continue to support the channel by doing that. Shout out to Triple S podcast, man, with that 27.99 Canadian dollar donation, man. That was awesome, man. I really do appreciate it.
Dang, villain
What's
going
up,
way low.
Crypto?
13-10.
I know that's very low. What's up, Crypto? How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. What is
Yeah,
it? You
how was
gotta
the
let me
show,
know
Chris? The
about
show
doing
must.
insomnia.
I was gonna say, Smoke Lounge must have just ended. Uh,
No, it
was
ended
that
like an hour ago, actually.
how interesting was it, Crypto?
It literally ended an hour ago, dude.
I saw the title.
But
Was
we're
it an
still.
hour ago? I saw the title. I'm like, oh god, that must have been fun.
What was the title? I don't even know. I just
Something
know
about
because in
Tua
case
being the
people want
long
me to.
term answer or something.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sure there was
well,
a whole lot of
I'm gonna
peace.
be watching it. I don't know, but
Oh,
I'm
Crypto
gonna
says he
definitely be
missed it.
talking about
Crypto says he missed it.
it. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through again. Appreciate you. You guys are
27,
awesome.
24 Chiefs.
There you have it. That is Color's prediction for the Super Bowl.
Since
It should
Miss
be a
Fins
fun
won't
game.
give you hers.
You gotta wait till Friday, baby. Hey, hey, hey. So I'll talk to you on Friday. I'll go over it. But guys,
Oh, are
again,
we
thank you so
doing a
much for coming.
follow up final league wide for the Super Bowl next week? Like, I know you wanted to change something up, but are we at least doing
Oh, you know what?
the recap show
Yeah,
for
we'll
the
do an
Super
end
Bowl?
of the season, end of the
Maybe,
actual season,
and maybe
league
we
wide
can actually
Wednesday
get.
week.
Yeah, maybe we can actually get that one done in an hour, unless it was like a really fantastic game that causes us to talk for
Here
two
comes
hours.
6 hours later, baby. Let's
I know,
go.
right? Right? Like the most
Just
epic game,
kidding. Let's
right? It
go.
turns out to be the most epic game anybody's ever watched. You know what I mean? And like we're talking about it for 4 hours. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it, but see, this is why I love the show because we just have so much fun with the show, and we talk about so many different things that it's great. It's great. Obviously, when you only have one game, it's kind of hard to like. I guess it's not that hard when you got talented folks like Miss Fiends and Mr. Color
Well, if it
come
was the
from the
Dolphins,
Fifth
you'd,
Cook.
you'd have me on location at the beach or something right now, partying it up.
If it was the Dolphins, dude, I wouldn't even be live. Okay, I'd be live, but I wouldn't be here. I'd be in the Super Bowl. That's for sure. I would be in the Super Bowl. Crypto
We'd
says
be like
44-17
the show.
Chiefs.
The show title would be F League Wide. It's all about the Dolphins, baby. That's
All
what the
about the
show title would have been.
Dolphins. League, what is it?
I
Not
wouldn't
league
even.
wide, but
I'd be like, "Who's our
Dolphins Wednesday.
opponent? Who's even our opponent?"
Yeah, we're already winning this, man. Let's go. But yeah, looking forward to exactly, villain. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys for coming through. Thank you so much. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, for our end of the season. League Wide Wednesday is going to be a lot of fun. Recapping the Super Bowl, talking our talk, and getting started for the new season, the off season coming up. So thank you guys. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you later. Bye bye. To all of you guys.